On last week's edition of Horror on the Orient Express, the investigators have themselves starkly different evenings and auto shoots. The ladies' rest is quite difficult with rampant dogs and children at the Nedic residence, while the gentlemen stayed with Father and Mrs. Filopovic. During the night, Clay and Jimmy heard a stern conversation coming from the kitchen, only to find Anna making tea. After refusing a refreshing glass, our heroes returned to bed for a full night's rest. The next morning, Clay, Jimmy, and Jean-Luc were met with a single egg and toast for breakfast, while Indy and Camellia got to wrestle the entire Nedic family for a share of the smorgasbord laid out before them. Finally, the time came for them to venture into the woods to meet with Father Filopovic's supplier of fine statuary. As they crossed over the plains, bright and green for this time of year, they entered Baba's forest. The further they trudged, the more oppressive it proved. Finally, our heroes found their destination at a young girl making a tapestry within. Baba arrived shortly thereafter, but not before Jean-Luc spied a hint of porcelain on one of the cluttered top shelves of the cottage. Baba agreed to sell the investigators a piece of their choosing, but not before dinner. What price could Baba possibly want for her fine pieces? Have the investigators finally found the right arm of the simulacrum? Let's find out on tonight's episode of Horror on the Orient Express.
And that's why he likes grape jelly.
We're live now.
Some of those words made sense to me.
Intro was over. You had your moment.
No, I said hold on.
You had your moment, and now it is too late. I didn't know you were talking to me. Besides, who's robbing this train?
Okay.
Me.
Your mom. Your mom is.
Hello,
your mom is
and welcome to tonight's episode of Horror on the Orient Express. Pay no heed to the winch behind the curtain. I am Moss. I am Moss, your keeper of arcane lore, and these beautiful and mostly wonderful people around me are our investigators. Yeah, mostly. You can decide amongst yourselves which one of you is not quite so great. Froste. Anyway, hello and welcome, and thanks everybody for joining in. Got a very interesting episode for you guys planned. So I'm excited to hop right into it, but before we actually do, let's go around and say hi to everybody except for Nomi and Sevvy. Frost, how are you this evening?
I'm doing really well. I'm the worst, but I'm doing really, really well. Oh, I forgot. I got to change my background. I made a new background for this. There we go. Nothing to see here. Nothing in the woods. Totally normal village. I think we're fine. How are you?
What is that thing in the background?
Baba Yaga's house.
It may be a hut on chicken legs, maybe.
Very nice. All right. Well, speaking of chicken legs, JT, how are you this evening?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fine. I guess we'll go to Chris. How are you this evening, Chris?
Oh, I'm great. And pay no attention to the avatar. Mama Dagger came and busted me out of the candy van and gave me a ride home. But I still have the candy. So there's
Mama
that.
Dagger sounds like a badass. I'm not gonna
By
lie.
She is.
candy,
She
do you mean
absolutely
banana
is.
nut?
No, no,
Banana
no,
nut.
no,
Yeah.
no,
Mhm.
no.
We know what you were doing, Moss. By the way, I'll call on me because he refuses to call on me. Hello,
I was
everybody.
getting
in
ready
the
to.
chat.
Good lord.
Nope. I doubt it. Hello, everybody. I am Sevvy. Very excited to be here. We all know that Moss had a hot date with banana nut bread, but I don't know. Maybe he will. Maybe he'll find true love in Call of Cthulhu Hospital Edition. And I'll move it to Nomi.
Hello, guys. I'm so happy to join this evening's Call of Cthulhu. I'm one of your panelists, not hosts, but non-keeper of the arcane lore. I'm Dr. India Maria, and I'm here to check up on Moss because he has a nasty little hickey on his right hand side on his neck from that hot steak with the banana nut bread. And if he's really good, and if he sticks out his tongue like a good little boy, he might get a lollipop.
Ooh, don't forget to also lick the stream. Lick the like button. See, I can see it when he went like this.
See, do you see that shadow chat?
Right
Do you see
here,
that little
right
bruising?
here.
Right
Look
here.
at that. Look at that. Whoa. Love fight.
It got a
Wow.
little too much. He
That banana had a
nutted.
tiny mouth.
That banana was very hot and passionate.
Moss, this is why you grow a beard.
Hey, Moss, I heard you thought you were in charge of this place.
Yeah, I know. And how mistaken I was.
Hey, y'all, don't forget to lick and subscribe.
Blech, blech. Banana nut.
Oh
Blech.
I almost killed my Diet Coke.
That was horrible.
Oh no. And subscribe.
I'm jumping off the train. Oh wait, we're not even on the train.
I keep getting the same
There
one.
is no train. There
This
is no
evening,
train.
this evening will not suck for any of y'all.
I keep getting the same one.
Well, I don't count your chickens before they hatch. That's what old Grandmama Moss used to say.
They're all the
I
same.
think
Where his grandpa lost his virginity at an Air Force base, and that's when banana nut moss became a thing.
Oh,
I don't even know
Hmm.
the routes that you guys take to get to
You
your
said
conclusions
this
is
backstage,
crazy.
dude. You're like, that's when
Yeah.
my grandpa lost his virginity. It's like, all right, I'm just
No,
waiting.
no.
When
I
you
said-
told us.
I said that my grandpa lost his virginity at a place called the Pump House.
Yeah, there was a lawnmower and an artesian well
That's
involved.
even worse.
There were wells,
Much
pump houses.
worse. Somebody please save me from this madness.
Oh
You
yeah.
guys-
Okay, you're the one who needs to be saved. Poor
Okay.
Chris down there, he's
I-
cramped into a candy van, taking up basically all the space.
Shut up, Chris.
Don't-
All 7'5" of them.
How is it that Chris fits into the candy van when he is 6'9"?
One
How?
word, two syllables, butter.
Oh.
I mean, I wasn't going to blow the secret, but yeah, all right.
Well,
Tell
butter
everybody.
is my favorite food.
Why'd you
Make me
phrase it
easier
that
to
way?
kidnap. Whoa, okay.
Yeah. Well, you see that tall glass of water? That's the one you want to kidnap.
A tall glass of butter.
Chris,
Water.
by any
Water.
chance
Don't
Still
tell me
drive
it was a
a
good time.
Fiat?
No, smart car. He's in a smart car, obviously.
Hey, just because Moss is fun size doesn't mean he doesn't go like he doesn't know how to roll around.
But that means he's really
He's hickey.
But that only means he's
FSM.
fun size. That means he's good at acrobatic or aerobatics or something like that. He's good at gymnastics.
He's
I
a
am
grower.
quite
Come on.
aerodynamic.
I thought you were gonna say
Jeez.
limber. I was like, no, don't
I've
say
seen
that.
you
Don't say
dance,
that.
Moss.
Jeez.
There ain't a goddamn
Really?
aerodynamic thing about you.
He's a pretty limber dude.
I don't know. I shave my legs every once in a while, so. Oh God, I shouldn't
You
have
know
said
what?
that.
Hey, Moss. Hey, Moss,
it's,
tell us you're gay
nothing but
without
smooth
telling us you're
sailing.
gay, Moss.
So smooth sailing for Moss on the legs. More
Mm.
motion in the ocean, huh?
Good to know we are
A
clear
small
for
car with a
landing.
big shifter. See, I like Gamera's attitude towards it.
Frost,
Yeah.
how many times have
Small
you
car,
shaved
big
your
shifter.
legs?
0?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I figured. Chris?
Yeah.
So what?
I'm your Venus, baby. So
Exactly.
Whoa. And then before we could see us, Sevvy, but I guess I can break up this nonsensical conversation. I will get my plate of dinner in a minute and I will reveal it to you once it's fresh out of the oven.
very good. I
then-
do.
to you.
Thank you. And now to Frost with the weather. Just kidding. So I do need to give out some benefits here. First and foremost, we got a little bit of fan art. We got let's see. 40 Viking looks like some fan art for everybody. We got looks like we also got some fan art from JT, who did everybody, including me. We also got 52 likes from last stream. That's a great number. Thank you guys. And we also got 37 comments from last stream.
Ooh.
You should show the one of you, Moss.
So that would take me 5 minutes to get to put up here on stream. But it is in the Cthulhu stream Discord. So if you are a member of the Discord, which if you're not, shame on you. But if you are, go to the Cthulhu stream Discord and you can see me as a nice little feline friend. So correct me if I'm let's see. I need a fact check on this mods. I believe it says total 2 Eureka points to everybody, but I'm counting let's see, fan art for everybody plus the comment total, so that should be 3 if I'm not mistaken.
Aw.
So
Moss
I'm gonna
the
make
ginger kitty.
I'm gonna make an executive decision and say you all get 3.
Yay!
I promise to use them irresponsibly.
Never
Are we in a fight right now?
never
or no?
ever say that I am not a generous.
We're
and
worse than in
loving
a
God.
fight, Sevvy.
Uh,
We're at dinner.
Ah,
And so I do want to give a shout out to Sirenscape.
That does look
Any
like
music
Moss.
and or sound effects that you hear tonight are thanks to them, because if we give them a shout out, they won't copyright strike our channel for using their music on stream. I basically lost my brain. It went for like a good half second there. And also I want to remind everybody that if every $20 that you decide to super chat or through Streamlabs is double, by the way. But if every $20 is a Eureka point to a player of your choice, and every time you fill up the bar, that is a bonus die, or no, that's a Eureka point to everybody. And if we can fill up the bar thrice, everyone gets a bonus die. So let me see. The bar probably needs to be cleared out, but but once it's cleared out, we will go ahead and throw it back up. And let's go ahead and get switched over in 3, 2, 1. Beep. Alrighty then. So when last we left off, you guys were making your way through the forests surrounding Orashoots. You made your way through the forest, and as you did, you found that the forest itself and the surrounding plains were actually quite vibrant. Green for this time of year, being, late February.
And as you trudged further into the forest, you found a lot of the trees were coated with a thick lichen. The ground was covered in moss and mushrooms and so on and so forth, until eventually you come to a cabin. And inside that cabin, you hear a very sweet humming. Inside, there is a woman who you come to find her name is Kacherka, although she doesn't speak a word of your tongue. And she made a very strange tapestry, one which you found some interesting details about, specifically being that the tapestry itself depicted Oroshoots as you left it this morning, even down to the finest minute detail of what everyone in the town was wearing. And then finally, grandmother came back, or Baba, as they call her in Serbo-Croatian. And you all spoke bantied words about her vast collection of artifacts. You look over and you can see just kind of along this wall is a number of shelves stacked high and almost crammed to the ceiling with these pieces of metallurgic works, stone, bone, a little bit, basically a little bit of everything. And
including metal?
Yes, including metal. You can see that there's a couple of coins, medallions, things like that.
That's why he started by saying
metallurgic
metal.
works. Yeah, okay.
Yep, and she expresses to you that yes, she is willing to sell. You just got to tell her what you want. But first, you will talk business over dinner.
Can I roll something to see if she just forgot the piece of art that is up there, or if she's like willing to sell anything that's
If she
in the
forgot
house.
the piece of art that's up there?
The statue piece.
Yeah, because they
That
noticed
is
the
up in the
actual
rafters.
piece in the rafters.
Oh, yeah. Have you asked her about that one specifically?
No, but like I'm looking around, I'm just trying to see if like she's looking up at some point or avoiding to
Mhm.
look up, or is it just like on purpose, or if it just
We did ask her if they were all for sale, and she said yes, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
yeah,
she did.
but I just
And
want to make sure.
Generally, she
Last-
said that. She didn't point any out.
yeah, she said. So you did roll a psychology check last week,
Okay.
and basically, from what you're able to glean, she doesn't know exactly what you're here for, as in what artifact, but she can tell just by your demeanors that she knows that you're here for something specific. She just
Okay.
it's hard to tell if she actually knows what.
Then I will point out the artifact. I'll say, well, what about that piece up
What? What piece? Looking. And she looks. She follows your finger. She says, "Oh, that old thing. Oh, yes, of course." And you see, she points up to it, and as she does, you notice. I mean, this thing is probably. I mean, it's on the top shelf. It is kind of just like embedded in some of the thatch up above some of the rafters. Like you can tell that you're probably gonna have to, pull a
clay
chair
stone.
over or something.
No, clay stone. Clay can do it.
Well, it's taller than clay.
Okay, clay can figure out a way to get up there.
You think I'm going to stand on something in here?
Like a table?
No worries. You can
Gonna
always
stand on
hoist me
Jimmy's
up.
shoulders.
The table that they're making dinner on. That'd be rude.
Don't they have
Dude.
other tables or a ladder, a step ladder?
There's
something
like
that?
there's like chairs, there's chairs that are unoccupied that are around the table. You see that Baba is sitting in one of the chairs, while Kacherka is currently peeling potatoes, cutting them up, and kind of arranging them around a central kind of puddle of oil in this large pan. But yes, there are unoccupied chairs that you could possibly use.
There's no need for that. Give me a boost, Mr. York. Jimmy's just gonna kind of stand at the ready.
Do you at least want to put my gloves on?
You probably should put gloves.
I'm just gonna pull him out of his belt.
Well, if you think that's best, Jimmy will put them on.
Okay. Yeah. Going to, I guess, help him up with the chair and see if we can get him up there.
Help him up with the chair, as in, is he standing on the chair, or?
Get him on the chair and then steady him and try and help him. If he can't reach from there, then just give him an actual boost and like do the whole. I'll pick him up on my shoulders and pick him up. Depends on which way works.
Okay, sounds good. And so, Jimmy, you reach up and you grab a hold of this arm. You can tell that it is wedged tightly in there. In fact, you feel as though you have to probably move some other things out of the way. And as soon as you touch it, even with the gloves, you feel this tingling, this sensation, this shock that runs down your right arm. And
do
then
I
eventually
feel him do that? Like,
all goes numb.
do I feel him react like that? Not like he's gonna. Well, if he feels that he's gonna start falling or something, Clay is going to grab a hold of him tighter.
He would probably tense up at least.
Okay, yeah, Clay will do the same and just get a hold of him like pretty severely so he doesn't fall over, because the last thing we want is him falling all the way to the floor.
Golly, I feel tingling, Mr. York.
Yeah, just keep it in your pants.
All right. And Jimmy, as you're kind of yanking this thing, trying to get it out, unstuck from the thatch, I need you to give me a strength roll, if you would.
Jimmy's a strong boy. All right, let's see here. But I'm going to go ahead and
a strong boy.
do Eureka point because I don't trust this game system.
Ooh, you lucky devil.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. And as you pull it out, you can tell that this is, in fact, the right arm of the simulacrum. The pearlescent hues of blue and white just kind of coalesce and move almost in sort of a rippling motion along the arm. It's beautiful to behold, but you lose all feeling in your arm as you hold on to it. And you feel as though you got it loose, and yet as you continue to pull, something else is keeping you stuck.
Oh boy.
And upon further inspection, you look and you can see what look to have been other statuary pieces of arms or hands or things like that have latched onto your arm. And as you look at them, you can see they are, in fact, remains of actual human arms writhing with tiny little filaments that kind of wriggle about like tiny mealworms as they grip onto you with an iron grip. I need, let's see. First of all, I need you, Jimmy, to give me a sanity check, please.
Mr. York, I'd like to come down now. I am going to definitely burn a Eureka point for this.
Good idea.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
All right. Jimmy, you... let's see. You are going to lose 1 point of sanity as these arms will not let you go. You can see as you're kind of watching them struggle, it's hard for the rest of you to kind of tell what exactly is going on, but you look over and Kacherka is motionless. You see that Baba gets up and stands straight. Her back cricks, and she makes her way over to you, Clay, and attempts to shove you out of the way. I'm going to need you to give me a strength roll, please.
All right. Well, she may be preternaturally strong here, so I'm going to use One of those precious, precious Eureka points here.
Yeah, I feel like this is definitely the time to burn them.
Anyway,
I'm
can
gonna
we
spend-
tell why she's doing that?
Spend 4 luck to make that an extreme success.
Maz, is there a way that I can roll something like psychology or something to see why she's pushing Clay out of the way?
You can tell that she's got malice in her eyes. She tries to push you out of the way, and you stand firm. Meanwhile, Jimmy is trying. He's yanking on his arm to get it unstuck. At this point, you all feel the cottage begin to shake.
Okay,
It
I pull out my
rumbles.
Tommy gun.
I shoot a bitch.
And the walls begin to split. The boards fall from the walls. You can feel the walls. You can feel the floor begin to almost rise up. You see,
Chicken
you
legs.
see, Kacherka kind of comes back to her senses. She takes the knife that she is holding. She says, "Ia, fetelgui, fetaguri,
bitch.
shupnikurat."
Uh-oh.
Shoot
And
the bitch.
I'm gonna need
A
everybody.
shooting roll. Got it.
Yes,
No.
you want me to shoot? I got you.
This is just like that Gamers episode. I'm telling you, Moss.
Oh yeah, we said shoot, shoot, shoot. Shoot the witch. She's turning us into a newt.
And
You want-
so,
Oh,
that's
you want me to shoot? Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
This is fine, says history. This is not fine. Help.
Clay's just gonna look at everybody panicking. First time, huh?
It's gonna be
Yeah.
okay.
Where is she at? Where is she at? There she is.
It's okay.
totally
If the
fine.
walls and things are falling apart and the whole place is collapsing, you're gonna get that arm out of there, no problem.
I hate that
Get
there's
it
no.
out.
I hate that there's no initiative.
This is
It's just
fine.
based on your dexterity.
I am perfectly happy with this series of events.
All
I'm
right.
not. Want to shoot the old lady?
Must be Monday.
Yes, it is.
And here we go. See, this is what
Why
I
are you
wanted.
happy? Why are you smiling, Moss?
Cheating
You're
us.
not allowed to smile, Moss.
There's no music.
That's
by
not
the way.
okay.
The link is in chat.
Yeah, I have the link. There's no music.
I don't.
Oh God, there it is.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear music.
Almost as if you
It's like a
just turned
rumba.
it on.
I'm gotta step away for 1 second. Oh, the cat's just back to her.
All right.
You sure that's
And
not popping?
so
Probably.
you see, first up, well, Camellia and Clay are gone. So I guess we could just, you know.
I'm here, Moss. Like I said, I said
Oh,
in our
okay.
private chat that my back is really hurting, so I need to lay back a little bit. But I'm here.
Oh, I can't read chat.
Oh no, that's fine. Once my back feels better, then I'll turn on the camera and sit down.
All right, and so you see, Kacherka regains control
I'm
of
the
her
only one
faculties.
here. I feel like
Take
I
her
don't
healing
approve of
knife.
this.
And she sees you pull out your Tommy gun.
Okay, music
And
is
she-
quite loud.
Is it pretty loud?
They're saying it is too loud.
Oh, that
it
is
is a
pretty
bit
loud.
loud.
All right, that should be a little bit better.
Can I get the
Mm.
link for the music?
It's
It's
in
in the
the
chat.
it's in the chat.
No, it's not. I had
it
to
is.
refresh.
Oh,
All right, let me put a pause on the game real quick.
What's with this clown music? I leave for like 3.5 seconds and I come back to a shit.
We're
We're
show.
being attacked. The old
This is
lady's
We're Gonna
attacking
Die.
us.
they're both attacking us and the house.
Thank you. Okay,
Okay.
she doesn't recognize what a Tommy gun is, so for all she knows, I'm pulling out a wand.
You
I'm
don't
gonna
know
cast
that,
a
but
Vada
she
Kedavra.
is going to attack you with
Oh,
her
she's
knife.
a
She's going to
little-
lash out and stab at you with her knife.
India, help me!
Sorry, I have my green
And
chili
so-
chicken enchiladas with my 2 eggies.
You need, Camellia, I need you to give me a either a fighting roll or
Okay.
a dodge
Or
roll.
what? fighting or a dodge, you say? I will do a fighting, and I'm gonna fucking wreck you. I'm gonna make you
damn.
start fucking crying like a little bitch.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
God.
use Eureka point.
Are you talking to the creature or are you
old
talking
bitch.
to Moss?
Both!
Got it. I
One,
like the.
No! Fucking,
jeez.
fucking hell! Oh, at least it was not a fucking fumble.
That's true.
Oh.
All right, Camellia, she lashes out and stabs directly into your shoulder,
All right.
dealing 6 points of damage.
Oh.
You
Fuck.
feel this knife sink directly behind your clavicle. The searing pain overcomes you. I need you to give me a Constitution roll real quick, as that counts as a major wound.
By the way, before we start, I don't think my hit points were accurate. I think I was too shorter than I was. And India Maria, I don't think has 5 hit points either.
Yeah, we should have gotten 2 more back from those
Yeah.
other days. Remember?
Are you
Oh,
cheating
I
on us,
will-
Moss?
So your hit
No, we talked
point-
about it last
No,
time.
because you were at full, right?
Yeah, you should
So
be
minus
full.
6 would be 7.
Yeah, but I meant India Maria says she has 5 hit points. So I'm just saying, like, she also has to fix her hit points.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
she should have 7. That's why we talked about it
Constitution.
before.
Right.
Do it.
Done.
Good job.
Hard success. Okay, so you are able to stay awake at this point.
Holy fuck.
Somehow.
Holy
And at this point, you
fuck.
can see the oven at which Kacherka was working at has ceased looking like a stone hearth. Instead, you see it opens up wide. You can see little writhing tendrils encompassing the entire, and it's lashing out, almost reaching for you, Jimmy, since you're being held in place.
Oh no.
All right. Let's see. Eldritch, it is your turn.
I shoot a bitch.
Fuck, I'm really, really hurt, man.
Which one?
The one that's trying to stab Sevvy.
Okay.
By Sevvy, I mean Camellia. And by Camellia, I mean that chick that's about to die.
I know. I'm like
All right,
almost
and-
dead, you guys.
At this point, the floor beneath you is wobbling, and it's tough for you to get a good shot. I'm going to need you to throw a penalty die on there.
Man, I would have shot it sooner if you allowed me. Yeah, I'm gonna still kill that bitch.
Okay.
Extreme success.
All right. Oh, hold on. Boop. Target the wrong one.
This music
All right,
is
go ahead
the
and
best.
roll your damage.
Yeah, give me a second. Is that the wrong button?
Yeah.
Yep. You should click on the damage one, not the other one.
Oh, the damage one. That makes sense. Why didn't I think of that? Take 7 or 9. Take 9.
9 damage? Okay. Let's see. So, she's going to make a constitution roll and succeed. But you shoot her directly in the side. She stumbles and falls down to one knee and then looks back up at you. Her face seemingly overcome with this look of pure joy.
Oh, well, that's not good.
That's just weird.
All right, India Maria.
See,
Do I only get one shot with a pistol?
You would have to clarify if you're fanning the thing or not.
I mean, I would have shot her as many times as I could.
You would have had to clarify that at the beginning of your turn.
Yeah, because it adds dice onto the subsequent shot.
The cats are not happy with that choice, Ma.
I have a cat that just showed up at my place that
Really?
is yelling at them through the window up there, and they're yelling at it. It's a black cat that's one of the cats brought home, and they are arguing through the windows.
Oh.
All right, India Maria, it is your turn.
¿Para qué?
Right now, you've got Jimmy, who is hanging on for, well, he's trying to free himself from the grips of whatever is holding him up on top of this chair. You've got Camellia, who is currently just gushing blood at this point from a wound in her neck. And you see Kacherka has taken a gunshot wound. Your ears ring from this sound of this 45 ringing out in this tiny enclosed space.
So I have to make a choice between saving Camellia or Jimmy.
Yes, pretty much.
Save the boss.
Or you could just run.
I shot the bitch that stabbed Camellia,
Well, let's look at my skills.
and she
Because
smiled.
I have
at
a
me.
certain set of skills. A certain skills that can fuck someone up pretty bad. So who's the cunt that... Oh, I said that out loud. Who's the...
Nice
Oh
job.
my god.
You give her a nice meal, and there you go.
See
These
you
were-
next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
Well, here's the
We're-
thing. She made me put down my
professionals.
food so I can save my friends. How forking rude of her.
It is very rude.
Okay, so she's gonna get cut. I'll let you know that for sure. So, since I missed everything, who was it that cut Camellia and put Jimmy
One
in the
I just
situation?
It was
The same
Kacherka.
one.
Baba. Oh no, I thought
Kacherka?
that was Baba.
I knew we couldn't trust that hoe.
Yeah.
You didn't trust her for 1 second. I didn't like the way she was looking at Jimmy. Not 1 second I trusted her.
Yeah.
How dare she flirt with my pre-ex boyfriend that's never gonna exist in real life?
Wow, that is the nicest thing anyone's ever said about me.
Okay.
All right,
With-
so you're going to attack Kacherka?
Yeah. I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna unalive her. I'm gonna do a fighting brawl with a Eureka point.
Okay. And she
And-
is going to attempt to fight back.
Oh, she don't
Okay.
get the floor.
And then with a Eureka point, that's -10, right? In the modifier?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, and then fighting brawl.
That
And then-
is. Oh, I got to change the target on that, but that is both a hard success. What is your what's your fighting brawl ability? Is 88? Okay. Yeah, you beat her in skill, so just barely. So you do the damage.
Cool. I hope I cut her deep too.
So let me
Hold
get
on,
you-
damage. Here you go. It's on the main, right? For range damage. No, right here. The 1d3. Dang it.
Okay, so you do an additional 1 point of damage as you kind of give her a slice across the arm as she kind of struggles with you, trying to disarm you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Jimmy, you are.
Hold on, let me say one last thing before we move on. Stay away from my man.
You see, she
Golly.
responds back to you. She spits out a little bit of blood onto the floor, at which point it starts steaming off of the floor just a little bit as the floorboards continue to jumble. Jimmy, you are currently hanging on for dear life, trying to wrench yourself free of this bond.
It also has like 16 hit points left. Whereas I'm almost dying.
As rude as the rude cheers it on, Sevvy.
So let me make sure I got this straight. I'm like,
Why
it's
you
no
messing-
longer just me trying to pull. I'm not in a tug of war to try to get the arm piece. I'm just like, my arm is physically being grabbed, right?
Yes, you are being held.
Oh, okay. Well, at least someone's finally doing it.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, gosh.
That's bad.
Let's see. Well, Jimmy sees that Camellia is getting attacked, so he's being who he is, he's gonna draw his 45 and say, "I'll save you, boss," and take a few shots at Kacherka or whatever her name is.
Okay.
Sorry, I missed the last session.
So
guys.
I'm gonna need a penalty die,
Oh.
an additional penalty die for each shot. So you're taking multiple shots at her.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you are currently being held at a strange position while the floor is moving and you are being rocked about. So yeah, that's going to be +1 penalty die to each of your shots.
Maybe I'll just take one shot, see how it goes. So let's see.
You can do it.
Pop, pop. Goes my 45. Here we go.
Ooh, pop indeed.
Hey,
Hey.
a regular success.
All right, very good. Go ahead and let me see. And you fired at Kachurka, correct?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and give me a damage roll.
Little bitch. It's going down.
You're welcome,
Okay.
everyone.
And
Yeah,
just
Thank you.
a lucky shot as you're waving about, you time it just right and you pull the trigger, and as you do, you see her head kick back and she slumps back down to the floor.
Oh, thank fucking God. She dead?
No,
Bitch ain't smiling no more.
Jimmy locks in.
You hear a blood-curdling scream coming from Baba, almost ear-piercing to the point where it sinks down and chills the soul. I need everyone to give me another sanity check as you see her face begins to blacken.
Bad,
I'm not looking at her face. So do I still have to do
Oh,
a sanity
boy.
roll?
Yes.
You fucking suck, us.
You suck ass.
I don't know if I
Moss.
want to use my last. I don't know if I want to use, but no, I'm not going to use my last Eureka point. Screw it.
At least you fucking succeeded.
Oh no.
Oh, me and Jimmy.
Okay.
not so good.
So everybody who succeeded takes 0, while those of you who failed take 1
Oh no.
away.
Oh, that's not bad.
All right. And Clay, it is your turn.
All right, Jimmy is still being held by these things.
Mm-hmm.
And Camille got stabbed. The others are shooting. The witch screamed. Clay
He
is going
stabbed
to
my throat.
scream
right over
at the
here.
top of his lungs.
If you're wondering
"Run!"
where the
and he is going
location is-
to grab Jimmy and just throw him. Since the walls are breaking apart, he's throwing him out of the house if he can.
You're,
Okay,
you're
give
gonna get
me
in a tug of war.
give me a
Oh, yeah.
strength roll, and I'm looking for a hard success here.
All right, let's see what happens. We'll use another point.
Always
Let's hope
kill
we
the
don't do
witch
too badly.
first.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Nice.
definitely. Okay.
With an
so-
almost max human strength, he's pretty good at strength
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. slightly.
jeepers! You're so strong.
Send me your
As
magic,
you
kitty.
fly. Ah!
Oh my God.
Kitty, magic.
All right. And so you yank Jimmy off of this chair. He's still got a hold on this arm as it pulls down from the thatch. And you whip him around and you try to throw him out the door.
Throw him. You said the walls were breaking apart. He's looking for the
Mhm.
biggest opening, and he just
And-
tossed him that direction
I
when he
say,
pulled him
as
down.
the walls break apart, you can see what look to be writhing tentacles coming in from between the studs, making their way, leaching in. It almost feels as though the walls are closing in, almost as if it's a giant stomach which is trying to digest you.
Ew, fucking
What an odd thing
run.
to
Can
say.
we see the woods through any
You can
of this?
see the door itself has cracked off of one of its hinges and is currently flapping. But go ahead and give me a spot hidden roll really quickly.
All right, we'll see if we spot some hidden things.
What the
That's pretty
fuck
good.
is this, man?
Okay. You can tell, just you look around and look for a place to throw Jimmy. And you can tell as you look at this door kind of flapping wildly on his hinges, the gusts blowing in. You can see that the cottage itself is about 10 feet off of the ground right now.
Okay, well, gonna throw it because I gotta get him out of here. I gotta get everybody else out of here. I'm hoping he's not gonna go too far because, well, I don't want to kill him. Toss
Okay.
him across the floor towards the thing, not like launching him in the air, just kind of like you throw a bomb out of a tavern.
Okay, sounds good.
So that's his plan. And or if he can't throw him because his action's already been used, he's just gonna run with him towards the door.
Yeah, if you
So
want to,
basic.
you could do either one. Honestly.
He's just gonna yell, hold the arm out. He's gonna use him as a battering ram at the door. That's what he's doing. He's just running towards the door with him, and he just says to everyone, "Run!"
Eins, zwei, drei.
And I need both Clay and Jimmy. Go ahead and give me a dexterity roll.
Oh dear.
Thank
I'm
you
not
for
great
making
at
me a
dexterity.
part of this.
I may fall over here. Oh, not if I roll an 8.
Random
I'm
success.
succeeding at all these things I can't check.
Okay, somehow you guys, as you make your way, you tumble out of the door and somehow roll into the fall. And as you look around at the surrounding forest, and you can see the trees themselves have begun to very quickly wither and die. The leaves begin falling off and tumbling and littering the ground. The once green moss that was kind of covering the ground is now black and slick. And as you look back toward the house, you see this writhing mass of tentacles twisting about on what looked to be 2 enormous goat legs.
Oh, goat legs. This is
Oh
different.
dear, I just figured this out. That's disturbing and the extreme. Clay hasn't figured it out. With my
And-
8 for Clay, could he have actually
Ooh.
Oh no.
spun around and landed on his back and let Jimmy land on him as a cushion? Because Jimmy is more injured.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'm actually in pretty good shape.
Well, you're all numb and you're holding the arm.
Oh, nigga off.
And as this all happens, you witness the power of the walker in the woods. I need you to give me yet another sanity check.
Blow the fucking whistle, Sevvy.
I mean, that's my plan when it's my turn.
Wait, us too? Oh man.
Yeah, just you and Clay witnessing this thing in full view.
Oh boy.
Oh shit, Jimmy.
Oh God.
Oh
Okay.
He's like,
no.
That is the ugliest house I've ever seen.
All right. So Clay,
He's about to actually
Um,
go crazy for once.
you are going to lose 3 points of sanity, and Jimmy, you lose 14 points of sanity.
Holy,
Oh my
fuck.
god. Oh no.
Holy shit.
Oh no.
I need for you, my friend. Let's see. I need for you to give me an intelligence roll.
Oh my god. Here we-
Oh no, he's intelligent. This might be bad.
Oh no. Jesus. Oh.
Remember that time we had a Jimmy?
We'll just
You
have a
guys remember
different Jimmy. He'll be Jammy.
Man,
It's
I
like
you're
about to
already
be
replacing
Jammy.
me.
His brain's about to be jammy. Ooh.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
there you go.
Extreme success. Well, the good news is that you succeeded. The bad news is you wanted to fail that roll because now you completely comprehend what is going on before you,
No.
Oh no.
and you gain a bout of madness.
Oh no.
And
Oh my
Jimmy,
god.
go ahead and roll a d10 for me, if you would.
Oh shit.
Oh man,
Does this mean
y'all are
that
very
he
reassuring.
finally Does this mean that he finally realized the monsters were real?
I think so.
Jimmy, as you stand there and you witness the power of the walker in the woods, you fail to be able to move an inch. You are frozen in place, mouth agape.
Yeah.
And that is going to last for
Perfect time for a banana.
at least 2 rounds.
My god.
So Jimmy's checked out, guys.
Oh my
Jimmy's
gosh.
gone bye-bye, Egon.
Did he go in?
I am terrified beyond all rational thought.
All right. And so you see grandmother turns to who all is in here. Grandmother
mom.
turns to India.
Yes.
India, I need for you to make me a power roll, if you would.
Shit. Use an Eureka point. Use an Eureka point. Okay, I
I
guess
didn't
you're fine.
need an Eureka point. I have my own luck, my own power.
So here's the thing. You both got extreme successes, except for her power rating is 270.
What?
You just made
Just a
that
little
number
higher.
up. Shut up, Moss.
Stream can verify it.
What the fuck?
Witches.
Why are you like this? Why are you like
Is
this,
it because
Mom?
like we make
point,
fun of you? Is it because
you
like,
are
you got a little
wrapped.
itchy on your neck?
By intense pain. Your muscles begin to seize. Your hands and face, you look down at your hands and they begin to blister. Your eyes begin to well up and ooze just this disgusting yellow pus. They cloud with blood and you become temporarily sightless.
Good boy.
Why are you rolling?
And that is going to last for 3 rounds.
Reasons.
You son of a bitch. It's because I'm making fun of you, isn't it?
And I need for you to give me yet another sanity roll.
You guys
Fucking
just couldn't resist the damn banana nut bread comments, could you?
That was out of character.
You just,
That was
you just
completely
had to
Yeah.
out
have,
of character.
you had to have your little banana
It's a
nut
bit-
bread joke.
You are
It's-
so
Ha ha ha!
ready
Hilarious.
to
Moss,
feed some
is-
banana nut to the mouth.
Is it because we made fun of your banana, Moss?
No, I've been
Oh.
waiting. You have no idea how long I've been waiting for
He's
this.
been waiting to kill you all since the beginning. When you kill you all.
Fucking God, Moss. How dare you?
Well,
Oh, fantastic, sarcastic.
go
Well,
ahead and
time to
delete
update
my
the intro.
number. Oh, okay. Can I use a Eureka point for sanity?
Yeah.
Yes. Let's go.
All right, chat. We need help.
I'm getting Doom flashbacks.
No.
And remember, if you guys donate through Streamlabs, it counts as double.
Sanity. Let's go.
We had no chance
Sanity.
to
Okay,
jump
look
out.
at that.
This
Okay,
is the first round.
so while
This is true.
this has definitely racked your mind, you only lose 1 point of sanity,
Cool.
which is good.
You can't touch my mind. No one is crazier than me. Okay.
All right.
You don't want to know what goes on in here.
And
Good
so,
burn.
Camellia,
I don't want to know what goes in your head either.
it is your turn.
This is bullshit. Bullshit, I say. Bullshit. Okay. If I can I grab India and then just pull her out of the house and jump with her? If I do that, if I spend my entire round doing that, like, can I get us like farther out, or can I do an attack and then pull her out?
Grabbing her and pulling her would be considered action.
Okay. And what would I have to roll to pull her out? I mean, she would be willing. She's sure she wants to get out.
Right, but her, at this point, this is all kind of happening at the same time. She is also kind of seized in place and helpless.
So what would I have to roll?
You would have to roll a strength check.
Okay. And can it be like a normal, regular success strength check, or does it need to be like a
Yeah,
hard?
she's not being held in place. Basically, you'd just be picking her up and carrying her out.
Right. Okay. So either I can attack the witch. If I attack the witch, am I close enough that I get a bonus die to attack her, or is the house still shaking?
The house is still shaking and moving about.
So I would be shooting with a penalty die.
Correct.
That it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna grab India Maria and then run.
Okay. Give me a strength roll.
All right. I'm gonna use an Eureka point for this. Can I see the roll before I decide to use a bonus die, or do I have to call it
You'd have to
beforehand.
call it beforehand.
All right, I'll use a bonus die then. Strength roll. Please
have
don't
bonus
tell me.
dice?
Oh
That'd
shit.
be nice, right?
Nope.
No way.
Well,
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna
29 of
spend
your luck.
29 of my luck.
Good idea.
Do you have 29 luck?
Wow.
59 luck. Oh my god.
That's
Yeah.
is that no? That's not quite a record, but it's damn close. All right, so you
Yeah. I'll
At
wait
first-
hold on, let me do-
at first Camellia crumples to the ground. She is helpless, and you try to pick up this dead weight, and it's too much. But you summon almost a mother's instinctual strength and
When you say
lift her up
Camellia,
off
you
of the
mean-
ground.
India, correct?
I mean India. Yeah, I'm terrible with names, guys, and I'm also terrible with directions.
And that's
Um,
why she doesn't call you back.
Wow. Well,
Wow, that hit very close to home. Thanks a lot for that. I appreciate
wow.
it.
That's
She didn't
why.
call you back after she left that huge hickey over there?
That's why she
Wow,
banana
Moss,
nuts
that's not
on your
good.
back.
You gave her the
You know
best
what?
banana of her life, and
I
she doesn't
honestly-
you.
I wish.
Maybe it wasn't the best banana
Okay,
for her
first
life,
of
but
all,
she didn't call back.
I love the fact that you have enough confidence in me that I would give somebody the best banana of their life. Second of all, I wish that this was a hickey because then I'd have a decent story to tell.
No,
But-
Moss. Everybody knows you're a stud. Please don't kill our characters.
It's too
Moss-
late. The damage has been
Moss-
done.
No, Moss, I believe in your ability to land a woman. There you go. Don't kill us.
Gee, thanks. Still, give me a dexterity roll.
Oh shit. I'm gonna use my last Eureka point for this. Oh fuck.
All right, and Nomi, unfortunately, India is helpless at this point, so you are gonna take the brunt of this, unfortunately.
Okay, I rolled a regular success.
That was my face when I'm frozen.
Needed more
Sorry,
puffs.
I had to get you out of there. Sorry about this.
All right, India Maria, you take 3 points of damage as you land back first on the ground. Your head slams off of the clay-filled dirt.
Way better than if we were still up there, just saying.
All right, and at this point, at the top of the next round, Jean-Luc,
Planes full of dirt?
you see what looks to be, as these boards inside this cottage pull apart, you can see these writhing tentacles. You can see this fleshy mass on the inside, kind of a blackish purple. And you can see emerging out of it are these puckered sphincters, which begin kind of throbbing. And as they do, you see it squirts this bile all over you and all over Baba. I need you to make me a constitution roll, if you would.
I don't even get to go.
You went earlier. Constitution roll, regular success. As this happens, you look down and you can see that whatever bile this is, it begins to smoke and steam on your clothes. It begins to burn them away, but it has no effect on you. Meanwhile, Baba begins to scream. And at this point, you feel the walls begin to lurch and sudden shifting movements as a flood of bile comes out of these sphincters and rushes you out the door. You give me a dexterity roll real quick.
So I don't even get to go.
You were like one of the first people in the round. That's a fail. So you are going to take.
I'm not taking shit. I'm spending 4.
You're spending 4.
Damn right.
All right, you superhero land down at the bottom, and you can see this mass just vomits you out. You see Baba laying on the ground, writhing and screaming in pain. And as you look up,
I don't
Sevvy
look up. I was gonna shoot that bitch.
and JT, you witness this thing, and I need both of you to make me a sanity roll.
Okay, fuck.
I'm gonna use a Eureka point since I can't actually go.
Probably a good
I'm
idea.
good. I already used all my points, but I passed.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
I
So Sevvy,
Ooh.
I Christ. Wait, wait, it didn't put in my thing. I put in a Eureka. Oh, I put it in chat. I didn't really fumble, Moss.
Sevvy, you are going to lose 4 points of sanity
Oh my
as you
fucking
witness the
god!
walker in the woods.
Even though I had a hard success?
Yes.
Shit!
You
Just-
planned
just
this
be
very
glad-
well, didn't you?
Just be glad you are not Eldritch Gore,
I didn't fumble, Moss.
because Eldritch, you are going to lose 7 points of sanity.
Oh.
It could have been a lot worse.
That could've been a
However,
lot worse.
that is enough to prompt a bout of madness. I need a quick
Oh,
intelligence
no.
roll from you.
Oh, fuck.
Fail it! Fail it!
Hey, I didn't even do that. What the fuck?
Yep. You gain a.
What did it roll? I
temporary-
didn't even roll. I have the dice in my hand. Look.
Well, yeah, realization
doesn't
check.
matter.
It's the same thing. Yeah. All right. So you gain a bout of madness. Go ahead and roll a
Oh shit.
roll a d10 for me if you would.
Yeah, being smart with sanity sometimes isn't great.
Yeah, it's not
1.
good.
All right.
Idiot.
So as this happens, you
too
look
happy
up,
that I got a 1.
and it reminds you of old horrors which you had seen before, things
Oh,
which you knew
fuck.
deep down existed, but haven't witnessed in so long. And witnessing them again sends you into a frenzy. You pick up and you run as
Oh.
fast as you can.
Well, shit, I
The
was going to
other
do that
way.
anyway.
And as this happens,
I
need-
can't blow the whistle. Is that an action to blow the whistle?
It is an action.
Okay.
However, before that happens, you all notice that the trees around you begin to move. Somebody give me a spot hidden check real quick.
I'm sensing an Evil
Okay.
Dead moment.
All right.
Oh God, I don't want to get raped by a tree.
Are we all
Don't say
doing?
that
Sorry.
word in
Hard.
YouTube.
Hard
say
by a
that.
tree. Sorry.
Are we all doing?
Yeah, you
spot
got
hiddens?
hard ard. Yes, everybody can go ahead and give me a spot hidden check if they would like.
I don't want to get Minecrafted by a tree.
With the fork.
Okay, so those of you who succeeded, you notice that a number of these trees have tiny little gibbering mouths, and they begin to raise up out of the ground. And
Great.
Is what the trees are doing. It's what they
Oh,
would
we
do
just
with a
got
banana
a tip.
that
Hold on, let me
is
check.
what you see.
when he's giving the banana.
And for
Thank
those of
you.
What's this unidentified thing that didn't pop up?
Oh, did it not pop up?
Token.
Well, it's up there twice.
Oh, maybe that's
One has a picture, the other one doesn't.
Gotcha.
All right, so oh my god. Dirty floor is Spectre. I think that's King Darth Dave, maybe? I'm not sure. Somebody said, what can I say? I'm a squirter for Moss. Benefit Sevvy.
Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the Eureka point. Well, the
Hey, all we
joy
have to do is
point.
ask for him. Can I have a hoagie with
Oh, not
I guess
you. Okay.
an
thank
Italian
you.
sub? That'd be great.
Yeah, that's why I said
Double
I didn't
D-Max
know
right
if it
about
was
now.
you, just because you said benefit for Sevvy, but I also did see it on screen,
are.
so I did read it.
I need a benefit, please.
All right. Was that who gets that? Was that a Eureka
That was
point to
me.
me? Oh.
No, that was for
Well,
me.
damn. Somebody squirts for me, and then they just you get the Eureka point. How does that?
I got
I'm
two
one-
of them because
I'm-
it was.
I'm bestowing benefits to that
You're
squirter.
killing us. I'm dying.
All right, and next up, one of these trees lumbers forward.
Ew.
Can everybody go ahead and give me a luck roll real quick?
I
Oh,
left.
Fuck. I think you're still in. No, my failed.
Didn't even get to go.
I spent all my luck trying to save India Maria.
I don't know. You guys think I should waste my last Eureka
Look
point
at
on
that.
this?
We all failed.
No, don't
Don't,
waste it.
don't. No.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Hang on. Oh my God.
Oh man, some of you
And I
guys
got a
have very low
36.
luck, don't you?
Oh,
Holy
Jimmy
cow.
gets the booby prize. He got a 36. Get him.
All right. Well, unfortunately, Clay, you are being lumbered toward as you rolled the highest.
Wait, the lumbering guys getting
Doesn't
lumbered?
matter what my luck was. The difference, it's the highest roll. Got it.
Yep.
All right.
And
Well, Clay knew he was going to die in the woods
so-
somewhere because people aren't handing me benefits, dice.
Oh my
Things.
god.
Oh my god.
just imagine how bad this would be if
Okay, I
If the
have
chat
4
wasn't
hit
here.
points left. Clay, you
guess
still
what?
have all of your hit points.
I think you're putting the wrong thing in the camera if you want to get benefits, sir.
That's all I've got.
Oh, well. Shit out of luck.
This is YouTube. Thank you very much.
all right, and so
I could do an uwu, but that would probably actually crash the stream. So let's not do
Would,
that.
would it help
Really
Jimmy earn a
is.
Eureka point if he were to if he were to I don't know put on a dress and get struggle snuggled by one of the trees?
Isn't it ironic
I
that
don't think so. I don't think so.
lumbering Clay is getting lumbered by a big lumbering tree?
Unfortunately, Clay has a Jimmy laying on top of him. So no.
Okay.
I'm sure we've gotten up by this one.
Wait, I thought we were on YouTube. You can't say things like that.
I didn't use specific words. I was just painting a scene.
All right.
Mhm.
So
Where the hell's your
Clay.
flamethrower now, Sevvy? Shit, we're fucking attacked by trees. It's all wood.
I'm going to you watch as this thing lumbers towards you. What were tree branches loosen and begin to writhe and begin to swirl around it like tentacles. And one of them lashes out at you. You can either give me a fighting brawl roll or a dodge roll.
We'll do fighting brawl, and we'll use the last point that I have. Let's
Okay.
see. And we'll get an extreme success.
Very good. Okay. It's going to do it again.
Oh, actually, I have one more Eureka point. Well, we'll see if I need it. I don't know. This will be my last one if I end up using it. I need to do. Can I do another?
Another Eureka point?
Yeah, I mean, if I have to make another roll, I can.
There you go.
Gamera
You got one.
sent a
So you-
$20 super chat. Point to Frost.
Dope, Gamera.
Hey,
you didn't have to.
Gamera!
Thank you very much. You didn't have to. I was mostly joking, but
But
thank
you
you very
did.
much.
Mostly.
All right, let
let
me
me-
roll
Got
that
him,
roll,
got him.
and even lower, another extreme success.
You hypnotized him.
So do I get to hurt this thing?
Let's see.
It's a tree.
Yeah.
Roll.
It's a
Let me
demon tree.
see.
Normally you get to hurt people in these things, but this thing might be special.
It's not a people. It's a tree.
Oh. Well, I did that wrong.
Okay.
Let's
surprised?
see. I should have. Let's see.
You're not out of the woods yet,
Oh, it's
Sevvy.
not.
You
Okay,
gotta be
never mind.
careful.
What did you say? I'm not out of the woods yet. What?
Wah, wah.
You better be careful.
Okay, bonus.
He might turn on you.
Good point.
Okay, so keep in mind that the more times you fight back, the easier it is for you to hit you, or the easier it is to hit you, because every time you fight back, the enemies gain a bonus die.
What?
Well, if you don't fight back, you're dead. So that's
Yeah, or dodge. You could dodge too.
oh yeah, I have almost no dodge. So he's
But
all about
yes.
fighting back.
So you are able to do some damage to this thing. Go ahead and let's see. Any weapons?
I
Okay,
wouldn't-
yeah,
I just
go ahead
would.
and roll some damage real quick if you would.
So is this Matilda or not Matilda? Because I was basically wrong brawl, but it's Matilda is brawl. I didn't know if I which it should be.
Hmm.
You let me know.
Would you have grabbed Matilda?
Yeah, he was basically trying.
I would imagine
to-
you probably would have grabbed Matilda once you saw this thing,
Yeah.
at the very least. So yes, I would say you can use Matilda.
Okay, now the question I have is both of those are extreme successes. That's why I was asking, because this would be impale damage.
Wait, both of those were extreme. Oh, I thought the first one was.
No,
Okay.
they're both-
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So absolutely.
All right,
Go
well,
ahead.
I'll roll.
Let
and
me get him targeted for you. Okay.
you. All right, so this should add my damage normally.
Okay.
All right, and the second one, it should be basically. Oh, that's
Okay.
interesting. Wait, why did it do?
Because I think it only counted one of the extreme successes, not the other one. So you could potentially just do
so
the.
technically it should be. It's in. I shouldn't even have rolled for the second one because it does 14 points of damage because it does max.
Okay.
Because it
There's
does
another
1, 2, 3,
14.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
There's
and then
28.
adds 14. Because it
Okay.
doubles the damage, but it doesn't damage or doesn't double the. Yeah, it adds
Okay.
another D. It doesn't add the D2. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So let me see. That would be.
This music is triggering.
That's why I stopped listening to the music. It was
Oh my
too
God.
weird.
My hit points. Oh God. Is that 14? So it'd be 2. So it'd be 28 points of damage total.
Technically, I think the second one would be one less because he rolled a 1 on the die instead of a 2. So it'd
Okay.
be 14 and a 13. So 27 points of damage.
Okay. So as this happens, you see, you slice 2 of this thing's tentacles off. The next one is going to lash out, and it lashes out in all directions. And this one's going to lash out at Camellia.
No.
Great.
So Camellia, I need you to either dodge or give me a fighting brawl roll, please.
Fighting. I will use Eureka point for this.
Do it. Eureka it up. Get a -7.
We'll try.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Okay. So, let me bear with me for just 1 second because I was reading something.
What could be more important than us, Moss, that you have to read?
I know.
I think. Here, let me see.
Meanwhile, we're just getting beaten up by
Here,
trees.
bear with me for just 1 minute because there's something I need to clarify real quick. Cause
I'll give you 2 minutes, Moss. So in this intermission chat, it will be me and Sevvy entertaining you guys for the time during Moss is taking care of business.
Ooh, taking care of business.
Woo! And that's what we do is take care of the things that have been given to us. Of course, Moss didn't ask me to take this role. I just took it upon myself because I like to go above and beyond in the job and the work that I do. Because I see a struggling DM here, and I will be the one to help you guys to entertain you. But chat, what do you think so far of Moss's crazy story and trying to kill us all?
Okay.
So
So,
Horrible. It's horrible.
Sevvy, what's your or here, I can check.
My fighting brawl is right there. It says fighting brawl 60%.
I see it. Okay.
Carrot biscuits.
All right. So as this is happening, this thing rolls an extreme success.
Oh no.
And it wraps you up in one of its tentacles. And right now,
Play! I need help.
You feel the strength being sapped out of you, almost as if your life force is being drained.
Shit.
Your strength reduces by 13 points.
Okay. All right. I'll make a note of that somewhere else. Hold on.
I feel like the word sapped really went completely under the radar. Nobody appreciated it.
I tried not to react.
How much you said? 13?
13 points.
Don't you guys get all
Alright.
sappy on me now?
Pining for people to, notice the humor in the situation.
All right. And so,
Its bark worse than its bite.
let's see. This next one is
Okay,
going
calm
to be
down.
made at Jean-Luc.
What?
There we go. I
You
moved
see
my
this
strands
writhing
down.
mass of tentacles gets several attacks and lashes out at everyone.
Shouldn't be. Oh, I see it. Yeah, I'm running away, aren't I?
You are, but you're not far enough yet to avoid its attacks.
Oh, that's bullshit. Well, I'm gonna dodge.
So rude.
Okay.
X.
Whatever your dodge skill is.
Oh, dodge. Fuck. That's not good. Well, I will use the Eureka point because I don't want to get hurt, and I'm scared. Oh, come on!
Shit.
I'm pushing that shit, Moss.
Can you push a dodge?
Oh, if I can't push it, I can't push it.
I don't know. I'm asking because I know you can't push attack.
I don't think you can
rolls.
push combat rolls.
Oh well.
Let's see.
Hey, at least I got to do something this turn. A dodge.
Yep, you don't get to push combat rolls, unfortunately. And so as this thing slams into you,
Well, that's a lot of dice.
Oh.
you take 18 points of damage as one of these tentacles
Holy
slams
fucking-
Oh
up
my god.
into your ribs and slams you against a tree.
Is she actually dead?
Oh, that sucks. It says instant death. I assume that means I'm dead.
Is that like for real? It
You
doesn't
guys
need
were-
to like go down and
Thought I was kidding at the beginning when we started this game. I was like, I have had almost every single character I've ever had in Cthulhu campaigns die. Out of the
Mr.
30 characters I
G.
played, 28 of them died.
Holy smokes.
Well, times when
no.
they died.
Yep. I mean, I think that's all there is to it. There's no
oh no.
getting away from it.
Hey.
As this happens, you all see one of these tentacles smash into Jean-Luc.
Shit.
You hear a plethora of bones crack
Oh
as he
no.
slumps to the ground in a limp mass.
I think you're gonna kill all of us today. I'm not even joking.
Well, that was your smart guy.
Shit.
All
Wow,
right.
thanks a lot, Smoo.
That was horrible.
Oh shit. Well, I guess time to think of a new character. JT.
Yep.
All right. India Maria, it is your turn.
What do I roll? I'm scared.
Run
What do you
away.
want to roll?
You
Run
roll,
the fuck away.
run!
You
I'm
run
gonna-
the hell out.
When it gets to certain lady's turn, she has to blow a whistle.
Okay.
Yeah, but I
The
need
re-
somebody to get me out of here.
Since as Camila, you're still next to me, right, Camila?
Yeah, but like the thing like grabbed me.
And I'm paralyzed, aren't I?
Yep. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was, how many rounds?
Dang
was
it! I
that?
should have said
It was
nothing.
3
I
rounds.
could have gotten away with it. Fuck.
All right. India Maria, you are paralyzed right now. Jimmy, you are paralyzed right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no.
No, I'm gonna fight like hell. It's still my turn. Screw you, Moss.
Clay.
Arguing with the GM, always a good idea.
How's it
Oh,
going?
it is. Yeah. It's your turn.
He is screaming at everyone to run, 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 and he is slashing at the tentacle that is holding on to her and
Thank
telling her
you.
to blow the goddamn whistle, woman, and just
All right.
sawing at this thing.
Okay. So go ahead and give
Good
me
thing you didn't blow that
an
whistle last
attack
round.
roll.
All right. Is it target? Oh, it is targeted. Okay.
I mean, I'll blow the whistle, but I just don't know if this is gonna even help.
Oh, no way.
Let's see. I could
What?
spend 32 and make it an extreme success.
I mean, you don't need to, because
Oh, he
failed.
fumbled.
Oh, nice. All right. Well,
So
Nice.
go ahead and roll your damage.
normal damage.
Okay. Very good. And as you do this, you slice off this tentacle as well, and the tentacles begin to writhe wildly and then shrink into this mass as this thing begins to lumber and lurch forward, and it falls to the ground. Meanwhile, you see this gigantic two-legged cottage mass thing still lumbering about. And do you want to try to run away at all? At least try to get away?
Gonna try and get away. Now, did Gore get thrown the direction we're going?
I'll take a luck roll for that.
Ah, so close.
No.
You can see that the direction that you're going, it looks like he got thrown off to the left.
Okay. He's running. He's going to, if there's nothing in the way, he's trying to, because he doesn't know he's dead. He's running to him, and he's going to try and grab a hold of him, because assuming, I can just throw him over my shoulder and run with him. So he's running that way, and he's going to, when he gets there, he's going to try and pick him up and soldier carry him or something when he gets there.
As you do, you try to lift him up, and there is no support to his back. It's almost as though he falls like a sandbag over your shoulder.
Okay. He's at this point he's assuming he's dead, but he's still not leaving him behind. And running.
All right. And finally, let's see. This thing is going to let's see, the walker. It's the walker's turn. And this is not a good idea. Let's see. So would the rest of you like to give me a luck roll?
No.
Jimmy, Camellia,
No.
and India.
No, as a matter of fact, I wouldn't.
I
There we
do
go.
not.
I'm asking you politely to give me a luck roll.
Hey.
You know, asking politely is not
Hey.
going to get you anywhere, Moss.
It's true.
Is that how the world works?
That's how women work.
Oh,
I
got
don't
it.
want to play anymore.
This
All right,
isn't fun anymore.
It's your
My
turn,
mom says
India.
I have to go home.
Oh! India, you see this cottage lumbering towards you, its feet pulling up the ground and the ground shaking as it lumbers towards you. And it is going to attempt to trample you.
Like a rodeo, run away from it.
India, would you like to give me a dodge roll, please?
Oh boy. Look.
I'm going to use my last Eureka point.
Please do.
I don't like how the way you just responded to that. Woo! Woo! People in the chat, please send me Eureka points now. Please.
People of Earth,
I
lend us
will-
your power.
I will eat as many, but as a matter of fact, I just bought bananas today. I will eat as many bananas as you need me to eat. Oh.
I'll eat the bananas with you.
Okay, I would spend the 8 luck to succeed.
I'm spending the 8 luck.
Okay, yeah. That's a good idea.
I'm scared.
You see this thing lumbering towards you as the footsteps make contact with the ground. You see ancient Roman tiles fly up out of the ground. I'm just going to roll this real quick so you can see what it would have done had you not spent that luck.
Gosh.
Okay, yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh my, that's a lot of dice.
They're all shadowy, but for me anyway, they're just shadows.
Holy smokers.
That was 29 damage.
29. Look at
Oh
that.
my god.
So good choice in spending that that luck. All right, and finally, Camellia, it is your turn.
I blow the whistle.
Give me a Constitution roll really quickly.
Okay. All right. I will roll an Eureka point for Constitution. Thank God I did.
Okay. As you blow this whistle, it goes to a low hum. You feel this vibration coursing throughout your body. And as you look around, you see the trees around you begin to shake. You begin to see other trees lurch up out of the ground, pull themselves up, and begin making their way towards you. And as you blow this whistle, you blow it as hard as you can. And eventually you see a slight crack as the thrumming gets louder and louder and louder. And these trees, you see, they flail their tentacles wildly and begin to turn around in circles, looking every which way until finally the whistle shattered in your hands. I need, first of all, at this, you are going to lose 1 sanity point.
I already knew that, like, I couldn't blow it super hard, so why would it shatter?
You were supposed
This
to blow
part
it.
of the plus.
Yes. Well, you would have to blow it with full force. Would you like to take that back and say you don't blow it with full force?
No, if I have to blow it with full force, I will. Okay, so I lose 1 sanity. Okay.
And then give me a luck roll real quick if you would.
Right. This is not gonna go well. Oh my fucking god! What?
Nice.
Oh shit! Holy, I did not think I was gonna succeed that one. So I swear to God.
All right.
I was like, with a luck of 27, this is not gonna go well.
And so, as this happens, the whistle shatters in your hands, and that luck roll was so. You see these fragments of bone just flay everywhere and almost cut your skin, but you're able to dodge out of the way just in time. At this point, you can see that all of these trees, which have begun to wake up, are now wildly moving about and seem disoriented.
Okay, I run
And
away.
that will be the case for 2 rounds.
So I spend my entire time just running away.
Okay. Keep in mind, you've still got Jimmy, and you've still got India. And technically,
my strength is a 42. I can't carry anybody. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but like now my strength went down by a lot. I cannot carry anybody. I'm running the fuck out. Clay is stronger. Clay can pick people up. I cannot.
Clay has already left. You look over, you see Clay has already run over to Jean-Luc and has picked him up, and he is carrying Jean-Luc over his shoulder.
Yep. I know. I'm running away.
Okay. All
so
right.
This is 2 rounds. This is the 3rd round, so now India can run away. And how long did you say Jimmy was out
No,
for?
This would be the round that Jimmy comes to.
Okay. So Jimmy can grab India Maria. Jimmy is strong.
Okay. Jimmy, India Maria, you see, is helpless on the ground. You come back to your senses. You see one of these trees, these dark young, have fallen over onto the ground and is writhing. You see Baba is laying on the ground, kind of just a shriveled wreck. And you can see she is just barely quivering. And you can see India is laying there helpless, but you still have the arm in your grasp.
Okay. India, can I attempt to pick India up while I'm still holding on to the arm?
Yeah, you can try. Go ahead and give me a strength check.
Okay, now I'm going to use a Eureka point.
Yeah, use all your strength to lift me up.
Ah, my lady is in danger. Let's see here. Strength check, here it comes.
That wasn't cringe.
No, not at all.
No.
Regular success? Okay. Yeah, easy enough. And with that, you're able to pick up India Maria and throw her over your shoulder while you've got the arm in the other hand, and you sprint out of the area.
Yeah.
Which way do you sprint? Do you sprint back the way that you came, or do you go?
Do I see where the others are running?
You can see the direction that Camellia is running. And Camellia, for clarification, which way are you running? Are you running towards Clay, or are you running back to where you came from?
I'm running back to where it came from, like just
Thomas.
back to civilization.
You see that they have. You see that the rest of the party has split.
Well, Clay is running back the direction he went off the path to get him, but we're heading back to civilization. He didn't just run off into the woods like.
Okay.
Ah!
Okay, so you're going to run back to where you came from then.
Yeah. We're trying to head back to the only place we know, rather than just deep dark woods. Where the witches live.
Okay.
For clarification.
All right, and so you all book it out of this horrid and wretched part of the woods, and at this point, you can see that it is getting quite dark. And at this point, India Maria, you begin to come to. You look around and you look down at your skin. It seems as though whatever condition was plaguing your skin has subsided. There's no signs of any blisters. There's no pus running down your face. It seems as though
and Jamie is carrying you bridal style, like a little princess. And he's
no. Moss said that he had me over the shoulder. What a gentleman! Moss had an opportunity. Moss had an opportunity to make it romantic, and he ruined it.
How
over the shoulder,
dare
like
you,
bride
Moss?
style.
I thought he was carrying bride style and was doing like kissy faces to her, being like, "Oh, I love you," but no.
I
Spanish Buzz in Toy Story 3.
I carry women Viking style.
He's not
maybe that's why you're still single.
You just
just throw over the shoulder and just walk off. Yeah. All right, and so
wish someone could do that for me.
Yeah, if I tried to do that, either end of you would be dragging the ground.
Because he's so short, get it?
Thank you, Sevvy, for that clarification.
I wasn't gonna say anything about that. I was actually gonna lift you up, Moss. I was gonna be like, I would love to see that. Like, I would just like chest your range, Moss.
Moss, you're not as short as you think. It'll be great.
You're only 6 feet tall. It's a song.
And technically, so let's see. Let me see here. Bear with me for a minute.
Yeah, it's as much as I wish that.
At this point, you feel as though you have left that part of the forest behind. As you look around, however, you can see that it seems as though all of the plant life has almost instantly died. This is not the same forest which you had trudged through just a mere hour before.
Yeah, I'm still running.
Okay.
Next thing you know, Slender Man.
I don't trust this. No, I don't trust this. I'm still running. Exactly. Or Slender Witch, Blair Witch, Project Person. Yeah, no, I'm still running.
Okay. Let's see. And so, with that, I think what would make the most sense? So technically, you have gained an indefinite insanity, Jimmy. And as such, I think it is appropriate that you now have a phobia of forests.
Yeah, Jimmy. Definitely just Jimmy has a phobia of forests.
Yeah, yours is irrational. Everybody else is rational. All right. And
so
as
guys,
such,
I think it'd be really great if we weren't here anymore.
Why do you think we're running?
That's why I'm running to get the hell out.
Okay, good. Let's keep doing that.
Okay. And so, let me see here.
Moss, do you have a sailor suit? People keep saying it, making sailor jokes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I do have a sailor suit, but I just have not taken the
So, are you like Sailor
Picture yet.
Moon, Sailor Venus, Sailor Mercury? What are you? I think you're
Sailor
a Sailor
Pluto.
Jupiter.
you're
One
gonna
of those
love it.
Mercury's the
I'm
best
telling
one.
you, you're gonna love it. And so as you guys make your way through the woods, you come to a stop, just out of breath. And you find that given that the landscape has seemingly changed, you really don't know exactly where you are. And so I'm going to need you guys are going to have to choose someone to try to lead you out.
Nomi.
And with that, I'm going to need either a navigate or a track roll.
Oh wait, it's not survival?
There's no survival in Call of Cthulhu.
Okay. All right, so let's compare. My track is a 13, navigate is a 10. What about others?
Navigate
Track is
18, track 15.
Track is 67 and navigate is 10.
Okay, Nomi will do it.
Track is winning because I don't know about Jimmy. He just wants to get out of the woods.
I only got a 17, so Jimmy is just like wetting himself right now.
So
He
I
hates this
roll.
place.
Sounds like Nomi will do it. Spend an Eureka point.
I don't have a Eureka point.
Oh shit. Okay.
I
never mind.
used my last one. That's why someone needs to. If someone sends me a Eureka point, $20. That's one Eureka point. Not only that, I will get that Eureka point, but I will eat an entire banana.
That's big.
What do you
Like,
say? That's a good deal.
I-
That's a good freaking deal, guys.
Yeah, I will eat a banana. I actually bought a bananas today earlier before I came on the show.
Wait, are you saying on stream or you're just going to eat a banana at some point?
I'll
I'm
eat
kidding.
it on stream.
I'm kidding. That was a joke. I knew what you meant.
Did you give JT a new character so he could create a new character?
Here, yeah, let me do that.
Yeah. While you do that, I will go get one of the bananas so I can be like, look, a banana. It's not Moss's, but it's something. I'm sorry.
No, Darth Dave, we're not gonna cancel the channel.
Wow.
That's how
Nice.
Moss got another channel canceled with a banana. So we're not doing that.
Hey, you know what?
Wait, is that really?
It wasn't
really
me.
happening?
No, here,
Yeah,
let me
it
clarify.
happened.
It wasn't me eating a banana. It was somebody who made a GIF of the banana, of me shoving it in my mouth over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It feels like a
So we're
story
not
that you
doing
should
that.
probably keep to yourself.
Yeah. I really wish I could, but the internet lives forever. Okay, so
I don't know
India.
where JT went. So
He went to go nap. But okay, oh man, I hate. I'm just gonna go by faith, guys. I'm gonna like literally let Jesus
Jesus,
Be-
take the wheel.
Jesus take the wheel. His word be a light unto my feet, and a word like a light unto my path. All right, I put this before you, Lord.
Jesus is like, go get that banana.
well, even with the banana, I wouldn't have worked.
You've made her laugh uproariously.
Oh shit. Maybe can she push it? Can she push the
If you'd like to try to push your roll, you can definitely do that. Just know that there are consequences for pushing rolls.
I'll push it. I haven't learned my lesson yet, Jesus. That was actually good. Okay, what do I need to do to push it?
Just roll it again.
Okay. Track, right? Okay.
Come on.
Shit. So now the question is, do you want to spend 20 of your 23 of your luck to get us out of here or get us more lost? I would say, I mean, it's up to you, but I would
Spend the
suggest
damn
that
luck.
you spend the luck because we're all hurt and almost dead.
Yeah, luck won't help us if we're dead.
I will
suppose.
spend the luck. I will spend the luck.
Yeah,
Go
it's
spend.
the-
Oh,
you don't want to
okay.
get lost in here.
What, Moz?
right.
We're
And
almost
so
fucking dead.
you spend your luck, and somehow you're looking around and you can't seem to find any sign of where you came from. And yet, by some miracle, Jimmy kicks over a pile of leaves, and there you see one of Jimmy's giant footprints.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Man, someone with enormous feet came through
Uh,
here.
I think
You know what
that's
they say about big feet?
Gosh, what did they say?
You know what?
They realize-
It's okay, Jimmy. You don't need
It
to
helps
know.
you track. No,
His feet must
Is
be
I
enormous.
thought it was tracking humor. I didn't know.
and there is no way to resuscitate JT's
Or-
character.
Well,
Or-
we're not even sure exactly yet because we haven't exactly stopped quickly
Yeah.
enough. But if
Okay,
we had
so once
stopped,
we're out,
this
when the
point-
ones we're out, we can check him.
You all pick up the pace and begin following India Maria's navigation out of the forest, and eventually you do come back to the tree line where that once green field was. In the moonlight, you can tell the grass has grayed around it. There seems to be no life whatsoever as far as the plants are concerned. You can hear, it sounds like panicked wolves back somewhere behind you, howling and yipping. You can hear a sudden as you hear something smash down behind you.
But we're
But you feel
out
as
of
though-
danger, right?
You feel as though you've left the forest and perhaps danger. For now.
God. Okay. Can we check now? Then Gore.
Yeah, if you'd like to. Go ahead and give
Um,
me a medicine roll.
Okay. Like first aid or medicine?
Medicine.
Shit. Okay, I have a 1. Lit. I have
You
a 1.
swallow,
so-
Moz.
I like to inhale my water.
Okay,
Wow.
Oh, there we
somebody
go.
had.
They got it.
Hang on. Somebody has a immense opportunity here. I hope they take it.
You should take it, Chris.
No, it's one of you guys. Because I'm the one playing Jimmy. Jimmy's resurrection scroll.
Okay, so Clay got an extreme success.
Okay, Clay, you lay Jean-Luc down in the grass, and it plops down with a thud, and you can see blood pouring from every orifice. His eyes wide open, one of them being popped out just slightly of its socket. I need the rest of you to give me a sanity check real quick.
Oh,
Great.
come on.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Okay. All right. So Camellia and Jimmy, you were able to shake off the feeling of loss, of seeing someone who you traveled so far with being just completely eviscerated.
Oh,
Um,
Mr. G.
While India Maria, you lose 3 more points of sanity. As seeing Jean-Luc in this condition, even though for so long he referred to you as the help, somehow it sinks in that you're no longer going to hear that. And it hurts a little bit.
There's no way to resurrect them or anything.
And Clay, you can tell, seeing Jean-Luc in this condition, you hold up his arm, and there is no support from his bones whatsoever. You can hear them kind of scratch against each other as his arm moves about.
He is going to close his eyes and instinctively start opening his shirt, looking for his dog tags, then stop himself, and then just kind of button the shirt back up and just put his hand kind of on his forehead and just mutter something under his breath. And you hear, the only parts you guys probably hear at the end is old boy. And he is going to pick him back up like a baby. And we're going to head towards, I guess, Todor's house? I don't know whose house is closer.
The church, maybe?
Is the church closer? Or?
So you remember probably the gypsy village is actually a little bit closer from your recollection.
Okay, and definitely going that way if we can find our way. The closest thing to us is the gypsies, and we see the smoke in the sky still, in the night sky.
Actually, yeah, give me a spot hidden roll, see if you can still see any sign of that.
Barely, but yes.
I mean, yeah. You can see just kind of beyond copse of trees somewhere, you can see just kind of a faint glow flickering against the uppermost leaves. And you would guess that is where the gypsies are, or the Chigani. They are probably a couple of miles out.
I
will ask the group,
pace.
Do you think the gypsies will know how to resurrect him, or do you think he's gone?
Oh, Mrs. Camellia, I hate to argue with you, but that power only lies with the Almighty.
We die, we die. And if you don't, it's just gonna raise an eyebrow. Yeah, just at a normal pace. Look back at them. Everybody's in pretty bad shape. Is anybody like having trouble keeping up, walking?
Jimmy's fit as a fiddle.
I'm really hurt.
Yeah, of anybody, Jimmy came out of there almost unscathed. Unscathed, totally.
Jimmy, can you help Camellia?
Yes, of course. I'll do what I can.
India, you're doing fine. You haven't said a word.
I'm doing the best that I can. The realization just hit me that I will no longer ever hear the words, the help, or hear that man.
He's good.
That man again eat bread and the sounds coming out of that mouth when he eats it.
It's funny the things that you end up missing.
I know, I'm sorry too.
Maybe we can send his body back to his home and make sure there's enough bread rolls for his funeral.
Should we just put an ofrenda up with his picture, and then bread rolls, some scotch, a cigar? It's an offering. Like, here you go. Just because you crossed that bridge that we can't follow, we still want to give you your simple pleasures that you had on this earth.
Oh, Mr. G, don't go where I can't follow.
That was really freaking sweet.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
It was.
That can't be sweet. But yeah, no, well, because you said it, like, the realization hit, like, we lost, a man lost his life for the sake of research, for the sake of knowledge. He dedicated his life to this. And we just can't just walk away willy-nilly, like, okay, next adventure, let's sign the train. We lost Gore tonight, guys.
Yes,
Does that not
part of his life to annoying you, annoying Jimmy? That's how he showed his
annoying
affection.
all of us?
He rarely annoys.
Does that not affect you guys whatsoever?
He's just gonna turn around and stop in the path with the dead body in his arms, and he's like, "Do you know how many hundreds of people I've watched die? Of course it affects me. We have to keep moving." And he's gonna turn back around, and he's just going to start whistling. The caissons go rolling along because he's in a World War I sort of mood. In the woods, people dying around him, carrying bodies of people he knew through the woods towards camp.
Oh, so this is all too familiar for you then, right, Clay?
Oh yes. We might see him in our dreams. We never know what kind of powers he had.
That's true. But I think at least we should at least send his body back to his family, back in England.
If we can find them.
And Jimmy's going to do some first aid on
Jimmy
Camellia.
knows. Jimmy was his apprentice before he became yours, became mine.
In my heart, I'm still his apprentice, Miss Camellia. No offense.
That's okay.
Jimmy, everything you're feeling right now, write it down later.
Yes, sir.
All right. And with that, you all continue on to the Chigani village.
Did I heal Camellia at all?
Did you? Oh,
Yeah,
let's
we
see.
got an
First aid.
extra success.
Yeah. Let's see. First aid. Yes. So, Camellia, you regain 1 hit point from a successful first aid.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Okay. And so, you all approach the Chigani camp. And from a distance, you can hear the sounds of music being played. Kind of a... it's a strange arrangement, not one that you had heard previously. But it gives you kind of a feeling of...
Lost.
A little bit. It's hard for you to describe
Shattering
the feeling. It's hard for you to describe the feeling that you get from this music, as it seems a little offbeat. While celebratory, there's a little bit of sadness in it, maybe a little bit of melancholy. But as you approach, you kind of break through the tree line. And you can see what look to be several wagons kind of strewn about in a large circle. You see tents and lean-tos kind of situated up against them. And several small fires kind of situated around, with one large bonfire in the center. And eventually, someone comes up to you, and it's actually the same older gentleman who you had seen back in Orashutz while they were performing the quote-unquote fertility ritual. And he comes up to you and he says, "What are you doing here?" And then he looks over at Clay and the body that he's carrying.
We were
And
attacked.
looks at Camellia and says, "Oh, please come. We must go see Luminista."
Okay. I will follow with the help of Jimmy.
Okay.
All right. And you kind of limp along. And eventually you come to a little bit larger tent. You look around and you can see the inside of this tent, while the opening kind of just flaps in the wind. The inside of this tent is decorated with what look to be some sort of like occult symbols. You see that there is a quite large oriental rug in the center, not in great shape. It looks like maybe they salvaged it from somewhere, but it's enough to give the ground a little bit of warmth and a little bit of dryness. And you can see in the center of the room, there is a table with some cards spread out. And she kind of gets up. She puts a lot of weight on her cane. She gets up. "Oh, you come back from the woods. Come inside, please."
Go in, duck under the doorway.
And you look, and you see, she looks down at Jean-Luc and kind of gives a strange symbol, a strange gesture, just, and puts her hand on his forehead and says, You met the black goat.
Yeah.
And more, and the witch. Would you rather me put him outside?
Yes, we will see to him.
Okay. And go outside and then take the meme sahis that's wrapped up in his coat pocket and take it out and stick it into Clay's belt and hide it.
And as you handle the meme sahis, even though it's kind of within, you feel this faint longing even as you handle the meme sahis, even though it's within your it's within this wrapping. There's something about it. You almost want to hold on to it, but you kind of shake that urge and you stow it away.
Okay.
And she says, "By the way, Jimmy, what are you doing with the arm right now?"
Oh gosh, and all the confusion, Jimmy's just sort of forgotten that he's been carrying it around. He's just sort of had it tucked under his arm.
You'll see she looks at you and she notices that. She says, "Gah! You must cast that thing into the sea."
Oh,
Unfortunately,
no offense,
Yeah,
madam, but not a snowball's chance after what we went through to get this.
This great evil
Unfortunately-
you carry with you.
we do, but in order to destroy it, we need to find all the pieces. There is no other way.
Sevvy, I can kind of hear you, but you're cutting in and out.
Oh, sorry. It's just my back really hurts. I said, we wish we could, but in order to destroy it, we need to grab all the pieces and destroy them all together forever. There is no other way.
I hope for your sake that you are correct. For I do not wish to have an ornament like that in my village for too long at all. I would request that you keep it hidden.
Yeah.
Do not let anyone else here see it, for they will cast you out.
I will grab a blanket from her house and start and give it to Jimmy so he can wrap it around and hide it.
And he will obligingly do so.
And she says, please, now sit still. And you see she wanders over to one of her tables and begins crushing something up. You see she works the grinding of a mortar and pestle. Eventually she transfers it over into some strange pot. She lights a match and dips it into the pot, and it erupts in flame for just a brief second. And then you see just kind of a thin whiff of smoke begin rising out of it. And she comes over to each and every one of you, and she says, "Be sure to hold still." And she blows a little bit of smoke in your face, and you kind of inhale a little bit. And there's actually a soothing sense. It's almost like a cooling sensation as it travels up into your nostrils and back down your throat, and it's very comforting in a way. Everybody, if you're missing any hit points, you regain yet one more hit point.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I finally got my hit point back from getting injured days ago. Yay.
And she goes over and she sits back down at the table and she says, "Worry not, for you are safe within the boundaries of this village. Now, you will begin to tell me what happened." And at this point, you can see that there are a number of people who've begun to kind of gather around the entrance to her tent, listening to you all speak.
Okay. I will explain. We met a witch in a cabin. And when Jimmy here went to grab went to grab a statue, because we were looking at different statues, the witch started to try and attack Clay and Jimmy, and then everything started to shake, and then the cabin became the goat, and the goat called upon the trees to attack us, And unfortunately, one of us perished as we ran away. I blew the whistle like you taught us, and that dazed the creatures long enough for us to run away. Now we're just badly hurt and injured and mourning our friend.
You are blessed by whatever gods it is that you worship to be sitting here in this tent with us today. For it is very few who venture into that woods who come back out again. Especially ones that meet the great black goat of the forest.
Do you know someone named Kaserka?
With that, you see her eyes open wide.
Katerka. You have seen Katerka.
And with that, you actually hear a gasp, a singular gasp from the crowd on the outside. You look over and you can see Katerka is standing right there, but
Yeah.
seemingly older. A spitting image.
We saw a much younger version. She's the one who did that to her.
And I'm the one who actually did a good amount of damage on her too.
Don't
see-
tell her who killed her.
You see Luminisa kind of, she kind of, shh. And as she does that, she says, she points out at the crowd gathered outside, and oh gosh, bear with me for just 1 second because there's a name.
Zura, come.
And you see a much older version of Kacherka come in. A spitting image, almost. While Kacherka looked like she may have been about 16, this woman looks to be about probably her late 20s. And she says,
Please, Zurka,
what did I say her name was?
Zura, tell them.
And you see that she begins telling a story. Do you all speak? Let's see. She doesn't speak English. Who all speaks German here?
Clay does.
Clay.
Clay? Okay. So Clay, she begins telling this story. She knows that you don't speak Serbo-Croatian, but she kind of meets
He
you in the middle.
does.
Oh,
Now,
you do
remember?
speak. Oh, that's
he does.
right.
He now has conversational Serbo-Croatian after an epiphany.
That's right. But regardless, she continues to speak in German because she doesn't know that you've had a breakthrough, an epiphany in Serbo-Croatian. And she begins telling you that she once had a twin sister. About 19 years ago, her sister Kacherka was killed, taken by a bear in the forest after a particularly harsh winter. At least that's what everyone in the village likes to say. But Sura knew the entire time that her sister was alive. In fact, she says that she could swear that she'd caught a glimpse of Kacherka in the forest when she was 12 years old. And she still felt as if Kacherka watched over her.
I'm sorry to say that she didn't make it out. Like our
Jimmy's
friend.
doing the cut it
Clay
motion.
just looks at him and he just says, "Shut up." And he just and then he all he says is, "She didn't make it out."
You
In
see
fact,
that
the grandmother also got damaged by the thing, as our friend did as well. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
but like we said, they were the ones trying to kill us.
and
I think they
I didn't
summoned the
say that they killed. I said the thing killed her. Possibly she didn't. I just said she didn't make it out of the thing.
No, but I know, but
Mm-hmm.
I had said that they had attacked us. I referred to her as a witch.
Yep.
And at this, you see Sura has a few tears running down her eyes. She sniffles just a little bit, and she looks over at Luminista and says,
Baba Yaga?
In kind of a questioning tone. And
Just nod.
yeah, Luminisa nods back at her. And at this point, you hear a growl from the back of the crowd. And you hear someone begin to storm off.
Ooh.
Okay, can I do a spot hidden to see who it was?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can see that it was the very same gentleman who had basically brought you into the village. He looks to be about 60 or so. He's an older gentleman. But as he walks away, you see you kind of keep an eye on him, and he walks over to another tent and throws open a chest. And you see
Okay.
from this chest, he pulls out a rifle and pulls the bolt back and checks the chamber. And then throws the bolt forward again and marches back over to the tent and begins speaking in Serbo-Croatian again. This time directed at Luminista and the surrounding village. And he says,
So when he is doing that, I'll say that to play in the group in English that he's grabbing a weapon and coming back, so people are taken by surprise.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
And as he does this, he marches back over to the tent. You see with malice in his eyes. He is red with anger, almost drooling. And he approaches the tent and he says in Serbo-Croatian, so Clay, you can understand this. He says,
Luminista, we must gather a hunting party to go after the Blackcoat. It has done enough damage. It's taken this Portsura's sister. We must put an end to its reign of terror.
and you see a couple of the other men from the camp begin to nod, and some of them begin to make their way over to their own respective tents and wagons. And you hear chambering of many rounds.
Mr. York, what are they
Yes.
saying?
They're going to go after the goat. The creature.
Tell him that's a really, really bad idea.
No, I'm about to talk to her. Talking to them won't do any good. And so he turns to her and just says, "You know what they're going up against."
She nods quietly.
Do they even have a slim hope of returning?
She shakes her head.
You
The
know,
village is going to get a bit smaller.
you know of the malice of men.
He's just going to kind of smile. I do.
Perhaps if the old ways are dying, and while we are safe here, the outer world grows bigger and makes our lands shrink, our influence shrink. Perhaps they will listen to you.
All right. He is going to then stand up, go outside, stand over Gore's body, and then he's going to basically in Serbo-Croatian just spread his hands out, clap his hands, and just clap a few times, and just point at all of them one at a time, and just say, "Your village is going to get much smaller. None of you are going to come back alive. After what we saw and what we went through, one of the small creatures hit him once after many times of many attacks. None of you are going to come back. So say goodbye to your families, say goodbye to everyone. Make sure that you have everything right with your gods, because you're all dead men if you go out into those woods." And he's going to attempt to intimidate them.
Okay, go right ahead.
And use my last point, and we're going to try an intimidation roll.
Oh, yeah. I forgot you had a 96 in that skill. That's incredible.
He's an officer.
Okay. And so, yeah, you see several of the men out there. They drop their arms to the side. Some of them begin putting their weapons back. And you see the older gentleman come over to you. And he kind of gets up in your face. He's not as big as you, but he looks up at you. And he says, "What do you suggest we do?"
Keep your family safe. Keep the wards in place that you have. And find out if there's anyone in the village who's been helping them.
And with that, he gives you a gruff growl. "Ugh," and storms off back to his tent. He throws open his trunk once again and throws his rifle back in there and slams it shut and sits down on his cot, his head in his hands, and you can tell that he is deep in contemplation.
And Clay's gonna turn around, go back into the tent, and just sit down and just a thump on the floor and just say, "It's not the first time I stopped a bunch of idiots from charging into a machine gun nest. Probably won't be the last."
They might be angry now, but give them the night and they will be thanking you for their lives in the morning.
If they hate me, they'll still be alive to hate me. That's fine.
If you don't mind sleeping out under the stars, you are more than welcome to sleep in the safety of this camp.
I'm fine with that. Ladies?
Is everybody gone?
They might be.
Let's see.
I'm here.
Oh,
I'm here.
But-
I'm just like my back. I'm here.
Clay is gonna go out then. Immediately they said sleep, and you grab sleep whenever you can as a Marine, and so he takes Gore's coat off and covers him up.
Yeah.
And then lays down on the ground somewhere near him and rolls his coat up under his head and tries to go to sleep.
Camellia will go to sleep as well.
Okay.
Jimmy's just going to sort of walk around. The idea of sleep doesn't really sit well with him at this time.
Okay. All right. And so, let's see. You go to sleep around this giant bonfire that's kind of in the middle of the village. And throughout the night, you're disturbed a little bit as people come and they feed the fire yet again. You feel as though that this is probably a fire that at least probably stays lit most of the time, if not all of the time.
Okay. Can I do one thing with Clay really quickly before we go to sleep?
Yeah.
Clay is going to then, before he falls completely asleep, roll over. He's going to take the coat off of Gore, look through it, and find that little vial of the stuff that he's still carrying around, and he's going to pour a drop of it into Gore's mouth. The dream lasagna.
The dream lasagna.
Dream
He's going to-
lasagna, my
He's going to
favorite.
put a drop of that in Gore's mouth.
Gore.
Just
Oh, no.
in case.
Hmm.
Just seeing if there's, because he's like, I don't know if I can help him head to a place where dreams are more interesting or not, but he's gonna do it.
Huh. Okay.
And then he's going to go to sleep.
I don't know if that
Weird
would
way, I
do
think he
anything
would've
when he
wanted
said.
Don't
Yeah.
know.
As you do that, you elicit no response from Gore at this time.
Maybe we'll meet him in our dreams at some point.
It's only in your dreams.
Interesting. Okay.
So exit the phone.
He's just gonna then get Calvino snuggled into the pit of his arm and go to sleep.
Okay. All right, and Calvino nuzzles up against you. And one thing you notice is that Calvino actually, this is the first time you've seen him since you entered the forest. It doesn't seem as though he entered in with you. And it's not because you didn't necessarily keep an eye on him, but it's because I forgot.
Well, he comes and goes as he pleases. He's a cat.
But you all find a relatively restful sleep. The fire is warm, and while the blisteringly cold wind blows over you, you are able to find some comfort as you bring the blankets up to your nose, and the light of the fire is kind of encasing you. And you wake up in the morning as people begin to walk around. You see there is quite a bit of movement around the camp. The grass kind of breaks underneath some of the villagers' boots. You hear some chickens kind of squawking and pecking down at the ground as you see a young girl kind of throw some seed out. And as you wake up, you can tell that all of these Chigani actually, they keep an eye on you, not in almost in like an awe, as opposed to, a suspicious way.
Once we get up, Clay is going to go to the woman's tent and.
Oh, we got 36 likes.
Woo!
Hey, there we go.
Yay. That would have been helpful a while back, but whatever.
So yeah, he'll go try to speak to her briefly before we leave the camp.
If it isn't the soldier, please do come in. Come in.
Thank
You can smell, as you enter into the tent, you can smell the scent of incense is very intense in here.
I have a question and a favor to ask.
I may have an answer for you.
I know we can't do anything for our fallen friend. That's just nature. But for those that still live, these youngsters out here, is there any protection you can offer them? The whistle was a godsend in the woods, but do you have anything else that would help them? They're young. They don't exactly know what they're getting into all the time.
She says,
It is not a simple task to rid the world of the Black Goat or its servants in the Baba Yaga.
and with that, she reaches around her neck and hands over the whistle to you and says,
I do not know if you will need it, but if you do, you will have this.
Are you sure?
I am sure. This whistle has hung around my neck for 12 years.
Is there anything I could give you in return?
No, you have lost enough. I wish you safety, and go with whatever gods you worship.
And he'll just lean down and he will kiss her on the forehead.
that she puts her hand on your cheek and says,
You are of special breed.
I'm a monster.
I pray
But I
to
put on a pleasant face.
I pray that you make it out of all of this, whatever it is you are doing, alive.
I lost everything important to me a long time ago. I'm just trying to keep them alive for now. I'm pretty sure I'm going to die in a hole somewhere in some woods. Somewhere on this earth.
You made it out of these woods, some might say the most treacherous of woods in all of the world. Or at least those who know about it. But perhaps your calling is to keep them alive, and maybe you will meet a good end in doing so.
I hope so. Thank you for everything.
She gives you a nod.
And head back out. And once he gets over to the group, he's just going to hold the lanyard with the whistle out to Camellia.
No, Camellia, are you there?
She may be muted. That's fine. She may be doing something.
I'm here.
Okay.
Oh, she's there. Okay.
I'm here. Sorry, I didn't know it was muted. What was your question?
Oh, he just came out of the tent from talking to the woman. He just kind of absentmindedly holds out his fingers, holding on to the lanyard with the whistle from the old woman, and holds it out to
Okay.
Camellia.
I'll grab it and I will put it in my pocket.
And with this, as you all begin to head out, first and foremost, what are you doing anything with Gore's body?
We're going to.
Really?
We have one or two things we can do. We could bury it out here somewhere in the woods where he died, or we could try and take it with us and take it back and send it back on the next train, leaving back towards his home. If you know where his home and his people are, Jimmy.
Well, I'm assuming Jimmy knows.
Yeah, I was about to ask, would Jimmy actually know that?
I'm sorry, I was looking at something. Would Jimmy know what now? I'm sorry.
Would Jimmy know if Gore has any next of kin we can ship his remains to, or even a friend?
I'm sure that Jimmy probably would know. But we will have to get with JT on that. JT, if JT is still there, maybe he can answer.
He is. He said they wouldn't know.
Oh, okay.
All right. He said no, but
Okay.
at least I think that was him. There was no.
I don't know.
I didn't type
kind of
no.
a loner.
I told him you gave him a new character sheet.
Yeah, I put a blank
Oh.
character sheet in there.
So what then we will do is, if we don't have any information, what Clay is going to do is send the body back to New York. He's going to send a message to Archie, his young friend from the war, who is kind of his protege, who runs around the world doing stuff. And just like he did with paperwork he had recently, he is going to make sure that there is, next to the plot where he has things on their property, that there is a mausoleum built for Gore.
Okay.
Similar to the one that he had built for his family, that his wife and child are in.
Okay. And so, oh, go ahead.
Is he being put in the pine box now?
Well, we have to get back to the village and everything.
Yeah, at this
Okay.
point, there is no pine box to put him in. However, as you all, perhaps you pick him up and begin to carry him out of the village, that older gentleman comes and grabs you by the shoulder, Clay, and speaks to you in Serbo-Croatian. He says, by the way, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Marco.
Marco, grab his hand and shake it.
And it's a very strong shake.
Good.
He says, I would not feel right if I let you go without at least offering something. So please, and he motions over to an old truck that you see setting off to the side of one of the wagons. He says, if you will allow, one of my sons can drive you back to town. Wherever it is you're going. Please, at least accept these.
That would be wonderful. Thank you. And while we're just chatting and talking, he's going to, take out his cigarette case, offer the guy one, and just have a congenial smoke. And then as the conversation goes on, he's just going to say, I expected one of you to throw a punch at me last night. It's happened before.
He says, well, there is something about you. Perhaps it is the death you carry with you, not only physically but mentally. You carry a lot of weight, and it emanates around you. People can feel it. I felt it.
And he's just going to point back at the village and just say, these people need you alive. It was a good choice. It wasn't Maybe the brave choice at that point that you thought you were going to be making by running off into the woods, but it was the braver choice. Not running right at the danger sometimes is... And he just looks down at Gore's body, is the right choice.
This is true. I have to thank you because, well, I know deep down that you were correct in that I would have gotten myself and these brave men here killed in a fit of rage. But you know as well as I do what it feels to lose someone that you cared for. And so, please, it's not much, but it'll at least get you to where you need to go.
It's better than one of the last trucks we were in. Thank you.
All right.
And go back to the group and tell them Marco's son is going to be taking us back to the village in their truck.
All right. And as you all load into this truck, you hear it start just barely, as if the carburetor had just one small hole left of intake left.
Oh.
But it starts up, and you can tell this truck, it just shakes to life as he starts it up. But you begin moving with a start, and you begin driving across the fields and then down a very underattended gravel road. Do you go back to order shoots?
Yeah.
I think we have to, basically. I think that's the plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll go to the hospital, if you don't mind.
Okay. And with that, you all make your way back to order shoots. And I think that's as good a place as any. It's a little bit shorter episode, but I think that's about as good a place as any to end tonight's session. So, with that, let's go with some improvement rolls.
I'll go first since I only had Fighting Brawl as a winning, not failed.
You succeeded on dodge, didn't you?
You can improve dodge, can you?
I did luck. I pushed my luck for it.
Yeah, I don't think you can improve
Oh,
dodge.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can, because it is a skill on your skill sheet, but you are correct. If you use luck to improve it, which I think I've been allowing it. I think I've been allowing it up to this point, but if you use luck to succeed a roll, it doesn't count towards improvement.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
I
really?
haven't been doing them. And when I use luck on them, I don't check them. Oops.
So
Yeah,
I could have been
well, yeah, you've been doing
manipulating
it
this
correctly
game
then.
this whole
I
time.
could have been a contender. Well, actually, who are we kidding? I would have failed 90% of my improvement rolls anyway. It doesn't matter.
Well, that's annoying.
Wait, my voice or?
Dang it!
Yes.
Yes.
Damn.
All right, well, I'm done.
As we're riding back on the truck,
You
Clay's
can
just
roll
holding
luck.
on to Gore's body and just saying, "Hold on, old boy."
I have to roll luck.
He's gonna start saying, "Old boy."
Ugh.
Gonna make me cry over here.
Yay!
Nice.
Yay.
Okay.
Cool. So a D10.
Yep. You got it.
Ugh. It's doing that thing again.
Here. So first of all, you'll be improving it from 3 and not 23 because you spent that 20 luck. But I think it was 20, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Moss, do you
Or
want to
I think
roll
it
for
was
me?
20.
Because it's doing that thing again where I'll roll it and it doesn't stick.
Okay. So, oh, wow. Okay.
Nice.
Oh, thanks, Moss.
Okay. You should definitely don't take that as a signal for me to roll for you very often because I normally roll very badly. So you will have your luck still goes down, but it's at 12 now.
Icky.
All right.
I'm ready. I'm done.
Who would like to go next?
Chris, you got to go, or
I only had the one thing, so I can go ahead and roll. First aid. Jimmy's actually good for something. Oh, nuts.
no?
That's okay. He's still pretty high.
Oh, really?
Still pretty up there on the.
Hi, eh?
I was gonna run from Nib Sugaroth, but I was high. Ooh, here we go. And nice. All
Love it.
right. Lost a butt ton of sanity, but hey.
Okay. I will go. I have fighting brawl and then luck. Okay, that goes up by 3, and then luck. Yeah, all right, that goes up by by 6. Okay, that's it for me.
All right. Well, these probably won't go up unless I roll a 99 or 100. Look at that. That's not going up. Intimidate, probably not going up. Not close, but no. And medicine. Hey, that's going to go up. 3. And luck. Nope.
All right. Very good. And so, JT,
I got to roll still. Oh wait, oh no, fuck you guys.
JT, I want to rewind it a little bit. So, you felt this massive impact on your torso. You feel every rib break. You feel your spine sever. You feel yourself slam up against a tree. Your skull fractures in dozens of places. Your arms hang limply as you fall down to the ground.
You're not making it better.
And eventually, you fade in and out. And all of a sudden, you see Clay's face standing above you, getting ready to pick you up. Would you have any last words?
So long, old boy.
Hmm.
And you, Gore, will be the only person, probably since his family died, that sees him shed a tear.
Oh.
All right. That was beautiful. I think we've got enough time left. We can go around and do a little bit of a character insight. Let's. I'm just going to go around the order that I'm in video. Start off with the one that I'm on top of. Chris.
Oh wow, Moss is on top of me.
With Gore.
How do you like that banana?
Potassium.
It's digging into my hip.
He's pressing it into my back. With Gore gone, your mentor, the one that you started this adventure following, now you ride along in this gravel road, bumpy as it is. You hear the springs creak beneath the weight of the truck. And Gore lays there lifeless. What is Jimmy thinking at this point?
Jimmy is, for once, he doesn't have any stupid comment to say. He doesn't have any quips or anything. He is just staring blankly ahead with that 1,000-yard stare. This is the first time in his young life he has ever experienced true loss of this magnitude, at least so it would seem. So he doesn't have a whole lot to say, or no thoughts are really running through his head right now, just other than his mentor is dead.
Okay, I'm gonna swoosh real quick, then I got another question for you. So with that in mind, do you think is Jimmy going to be a little bit more careful now, or does he just kind of not really take that in, or does he feel like a little bit more, I don't know, anger? Or
it would take a while. It might take a little bit for Jimmy to process everything, but definitely going forward, the thought of losing Mr. Gore, or Mr. G, as he used to call him, will always be in the back of his mind with every action he takes.
Okay. All right, very good. And let's see, Camellia. Gore has been a pretty well an invaluable resource, just as much, if not more, than Jimmy at some points, especially when it comes to situations like you were just in. What is Camellia thinking at this point?
I don't even know how we're gonna be able to destroy everything without Gore, because Gore was the main person that knew how to destroy everything. Camellia went into that fight being really hurt. Or no, because she did heal. Well, didn't heal all the way out, I think, but she was still pretty hurt. So she just kind of feels like we're all gonna die, and she's gonna be a little bit more paranoid about being completely healed before doing anything. And it's kind of crazy because there is no way to fight back against the supernatural the way that she thinks about it. There's no protection spell, otherwise Gore would have found it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't even know how we're gonna be able to destroy all the pieces once we get them together. How we're gonna be able to even get everything done.
So is it fair to say that this has kind of left her with a sort of a hopeless feeling?
Yeah, I think so. Cause I don't know how we're gonna so far we knew we had to get all the pieces, but she was counting on Gore to destroy them. And Gore was probably the only one that could have figured it out in terms of how to destroy them. Nobody else has that skill. So now maybe we should just throw all the pieces in the sea and then sink them all the way down.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose that could be an option. All right. And so, India Maria.
Whoa, I liked it how you said it with the flair.
Yeah. Yeah, I respect cultures. Totally. All of them. Gore was a bit of an antagonist to you at some points. But at other points, as I said, he was also a portion of the lifeblood of the party. How does India feel about the loss of Gore at this point?
Though he was a pain in my ass every day, I still had a respect for him. The fact that he had all this knowledge and he pursued it no matter who he threw under the bus or what he would do to try to obtain that, I still had that respect that he's not going to let anyone get in his way for it. It sounds, at face value, I despised him. Deep down, I despised him. But that's why I despised him, because he pushed himself for it. Yes, like I said, got on my every nerve every day. But it's still unsettling to know that someone that I've worked with this whole time, almost officially a year in of working together on this story, just finding everything that's out there, and for him and I to know each other within this year and suddenly disappear. So it's a little how would I describe it? I put it into perspective that death can take many forms even while alive, and it still shakes me to my core not knowing how we would all go.
Interesting. Okay. And Clay, what about you? you've seen a lot of people die, and this isn't really. This may or may not be the most gruesome death that you've seen, but this is perhaps the most unique situation you've witnessed death in.
Yeah, he's seen much more gruesome death. People getting misted by mortar shells and things. But this is the first time, one of the people in this group has been killed by something supernatural. He's been, at the other end of that. To him, death is kind of an old friend in the trenches, just basically somebody he's eventually going to meet up with again. He's not too concerned about it. He's going to be gone at some point, and he's like, okay, that's fine. He's just trying to do the best he can. He doesn't like the fact that Gore was unable to resolve the things that he wanted to resolve, and that's the thing that galls him the most, is when people don't get to realize their goals, and especially these young people. He's trying to make sure that they have a chance to get out of this, because they may not have exactly known what they were signing up for on this long trip across the world. Adventure, excitement, that's, he's seen a share of people just hop into the military for that exact same reason, and 99% of them are all dead. So for him, it's troubling. He's going to try and make sure that nobody forgets who Gore was. That's why he's having Archie, take care of the things that he's taken care of. And he's going to make sure that he is in his writing. So he has plans to make sure that Gore lives on, and it's possible that he's going to switch the way he was writing this whole story, and that Gore will be the character that becomes the new main character of the new story and the new series of books, with his plucky sidekick, Jeremy Summers. Yeah, wait.
That guy.
That guy. And yeah, he's looking forward to seeing if we can, I guess, call upon our contacts to help, because we're going to need someone to fill that hole in the group. The knowledge is sort of there in Jimmy's head, but I don't think he has the breadth of the otherworldly experience that is necessary to take on what we're doing. So we're going to have to find someone who can help us with that, or Jimmy is going to have to dive into Gore's shoes, so to speak.
Might have to go through his possessions.
Exactly. Well, you're going to have to be looking at those books and, the Beam Sahis and a number of other things.
Yeah. All right. And JT, do you have any insights into, or any insights that you would be willing to disclose into what kind of character you're thinking of next?
It's going to be a detective.
It's going to be a
detective. But what kind of detective depends on what you say, boss.
Okay. All right. Very good. Well, I think we shall find out probably next episode. Yes.
I'll also give you his last thought. I can't believe the maid outlived me.
Oh boy.
And with that, let's go around and let everybody know where they can find you, what you'll be up to. Let's start off with Chris, because you're on a tight schedule. Go ahead, Chris.
Okay. KrisWithADagger. Find me on Minds and X. And that opportunity I was talking about earlier, the big opportunity, I'm kind of glad nobody seized on it, but I was looking for a He's Dead Jim. And on that note, I will wish everyone a good night.
Oh boy.
Bye, Chris.
Bye.
Later, Chris.
All right. I think he's gone. We'll tag. We'll just go to the next one. Nomi.
Hello. You guys can catch me on my X, where I usually tweet that I'm going to be doing cooking streams or gaming streams. You can follow me on X at Nomi Without You, my main channel, Nomi Without You, my gaming channel on Kick, Nomi Without You, and YouTube, Nomi Without You Play. And I tag it out to the wizard.
Hi, I'm Frost. You can find me on Moonskull, Legend Seeker, and all my links in Linktree. So give me some follows over there, please, and I will throw it at. Let's see who's left here. I'd say JT.
I need 26 more people to get to 500 on my YouTube.
Get over there, people.
I fucking died. Do me a solid. Go fucking sign up to my YouTube for God's sake. God,
Leave him a comment on a video. Pour one out for Gore.
Too. And then come check out my 2 shows on Sunday on my channel. That's all I got to say. And I'll pass it to Sevvy.
All right.
Sevvy's not even here.
I am. Oh, she can't hear me.
See her.
Yeah. Sevvy's
Really? I
Yeah.
don't see her on my end.
Yeah, you might need to refresh.
That's video.
She's the blonde right there.
I don't see her. Like I see only Moss, JT, and Frost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Sevvy's
video.
ghost.
That's
Dang
how
it, now she's
video
gonna haunt
is.
me in my
Yeah.
dreams.
You might have to
Alright,
refresh me, but go ahead, Sevvy.
You can find me over in my gaming YouTube channel, Sevvy Love. I am 94 away from 500. So thank you everybody who was subbing to me today. Much love, appreciated to all of you. Follow me also at Legally Sevvy, my other YouTube channel. And my Kick and my Twitch. My links are in the link tree. I'm sure they'll be put in chat shortly. Yeah, so make sure to kind of follow me over there. Over here in Moonskull as well. I'm gonna be switching it up to play Witcher 3. And this Saturday, the movie will be Transformers, the 86 movie. So Diesel said that he would come and hang out with me if he can. So he will be because Diesel knows everything about Transformers. So if you're interested, come and hang out with us on Saturday at 1 p.m. Central, and I will pass it to Mas.
Yes, obviously you can find me here several days a week, right here on Moonskull. I am 305 subscribers away from 500, so if you haven't subscribed over there, please do so. If you like more,
Get over there
RPG
and subscribe to him for killing Gore.
Yeah. To be fair, I haven't killed anybody yet on the other channel, so that's soon to come. But yeah, go ahead, follow me over there, and I think that's about all I got. Everything else is going to be in the link tree that goes into the chat. So with that, I got to tell you guys to like and subscribe and comment. So like the stream if you haven't already. Waited like a minute or two after the stream's over and leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. Give us your best memories of Eldritch Gore people.
Or just write meow the whole time.
Don't do that. Don't do that. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And with that, I bid you all adieu, auf Wiedersehen, Gesundheit, and God bless.